Yes, we are back. We are back. We are live for WWE SummerSlam 2026, Night 2, Night 1 in the books. CM Punk retaining, Brock Lesnar retiring. Maybe at the very least he passed the torch to Obafemi. Liv Morgan retaining. We saw heel turns, we saw title matches, we saw drama, but that was only night 1. The question is, will WWE be able to build on that, or will they be able to actually supersede it? Will they be able to look at that and go, oh, that was only night 1, wait for night 2, wait for what we've got, or will night 2 be the night that people go, I tell you what, that night 2, that was a bit of a clunker. We'll find out together. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe. According to my Netflix feed in front of me, we are under 9 minutes away from SummerSlam. SummerSlam Sunday, SummerSlam Night 2, whatever you want to call it, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, going live on the air on Netflix. As I can just see on the countdown show, some of the commentators are going to ringside as well. As far as what matches are on tap for this evening, I can get those up on the screen for you. As you can see, the SummerSlam poster there as well. But, of course, the main event this evening, there was a bit of confusion yesterday, wasn't there? There was a lot of debate this morning about what should have been the main event. There was discussion, wasn't there, about, you know, what should be going on last, what shouldn't be going on last, whether going on last matters or not. What we do know is today's main event is for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is Roman Reigns defending against Seth Rollins. I think Roman Reigns retains. I don't see him losing the title until WrestleMania next year at a minimum, depending on who he's facing at WrestleMania next year. But I don't think it's going to be just pin 1, 2, 3 and Reigns stands tall and that's the show. I do think there's going to be something. I don't know what. I don't know if that is Zila Fatu. I don't know if that is a Solo Sikoa run-in. There's going to be some SummerSlam, so that means there's going to be some next chapter of the Bloodline saga, isn't there? There's going to be something this evening. What? I'm not sure. We got the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Penta defends against Minneapolis, Minnesota's own Chad Gable. I think everyone expects Chad Gable to win this evening, don't they? The only thing that's making me think that he might not win is just that, because everyone thinks he's going to win, and it's Minnesota. But he does legitimately deserve it. So unless there is a much larger plan at play that involves, it was all a double cross and there was no redemption, I think Chad Gable wins the Intercontinental Championship, his first singles title in WWE. United States title is on the line. Trick Williams defends against Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin back in WWE and back on a PLE, back at SummerSlam. I remember back at SummerSlam in when was that? 2017, 18, where he lost to John Cena. Of course, just after his failed Money in the Bank cash-in, he opened the show. I think Trick retains, but I wouldn't be totally shocked if Baron Corbin won, just because even with those sort of more experienced, older names that they bring back, even if the aim is to bring them back to put over younger talent, initially they do have to kind of like heat them up so that they can then put the younger talent over. So I think Trick wins and retains, but I'm going to go with Trick, but I wouldn't be totally shocked if they did something that was slightly a bit of a swerve there. Next up, we've got this. Human Money's on a Pole. No, this is not 2001, and it's WCW, and it's, you know, Vince Russo writing. No, it's not 1998, and it's Vince Russo writing. This is a real thing. Human Money's on a Pole. I mean, I think Danhausen wins. I mean, this is my concern. I was an advocate for Danhausen signing with WWE. I felt that he was always going to do well because WWE is a merchandising machine. And with Danhausen also being a merchandising machine, it's just a match made in heaven. So I always thought it would work out. It's just a classic problem they're now having, which is like any problem is, it's overexposed, isn't it? It's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much.
At Jason Hanna 9912 super chatted £5. Owen, thoughts on night 1 SummerSlam? I would say okay, nothing more, nothing less.
I'd say maybe a little bit better than okay. I wouldn't say I was blown away. I thought, again, a lot of talk, wasn't there, about the main event and shouldn't have gone on last. I don't, even though it was Brock and maybe his retirement match in Hell in a Cell, I still do also feel like that Punk Cody match should have been the main event. I mean, it was a classic. It was a really, really good match. And I felt all the big matches delivered. The only match that wasn't very good was the one I kind of expected not to be good, and that was the Bella Twins and Paige and Fatal Influence match. But every other match was okay. So I'd say a bit better than okay. I think the main event maybe was a bit of it felt like it was going to be this big war between these two monsters, and it kind of wasn't, was it really? You know, it felt, for a Hell in a Cell match, it did feel somewhat tame, didn't it? So I don't know if it actually even really needed the Hell in a Cell stip. I get that they were escalating, but I'm not sure if it necessarily needed that. But yes, going back to this one, I think Danhausen wins, but I think WWE are overexposing him way too much to the point that the crowd will turn eventually, and it's not Danhausen's fault, it's creative. We've got the interim women's championship match. We've got Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and Lash Legend. This one's quite tough to call, in all honesty. I would love for it to be a Lash Legend and just try and elevate. Last night, despite the conversation about match placement, that was Oba's night, wasn't it? It was Oba Femi, spotlight on him. Brock Lesnar even gets on the stick and says, look, I'm the past, this guy's the future. I would love for them to do that with like a Lash Legend in this one. Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill, they can spin off, do their own thing. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green, they're meant to kind of be pals, but Chelsea Green loves that US Championship, doesn't she? So she can kind of pair off of her. Yeah, and I think Lash, they've told the story of Nia Jax not being able to qualify twice. Maybe it adds more cracks to that team with Lash winning. And Lash Legend against Rhea Ripley. Rhea comes back. Rhea probably wins, because I think the plan, they were so desperate not to take the belt off Rhea. Why would you then do an interim championship just when she comes back to take the belt off her anyway? They probably won't do that. So they also need someone that will probably lose to Rhea when she comes back. So I think Lash would probably suit that. I mean, but it could be anyone in this match, in all honesty, because there's clearly a desire, like I said, not to take the belt off Rhea Ripley. So really, who kind of wins is somewhat inconsequential, isn't it? Because eventually they're going to do the job to Rhea. And finally, we've got that number one contenders match. Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. Winner will be the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Of course, we know held by CM Punk after he retained against Cody Rhodes last night. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn. I put something in the Major Surprises video today talking, and I really do like this idea, not just because it's my own, but of Kevin Owens getting involved in, effectively the mindset of KO is, I wasn't there when you won the WWE Championship the first time, and then I said to myself, yeah, but I'm not that far away from returning. By the time I get back, he'll still have the title, it'll be fine. You lost it 9 days later. I'm going to make sure that I'm there the next time you win the WWE title, and I'm going to make sure you don't lose it in 9 days next time, kind of thing. So I wonder if maybe he comes back, helps Sami Zayn win the match. Then you kind of have this storyline where it's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens feuding with CM Punk. Given all of their history and real life drama, I think that could be money. But they did Punk and Balor earlier this year. I just don't think there's really the need to revisit that all that much, if I'm being perfectly honest. We've got over 40 people watching, which is great. If you haven't already, click that like button. SummerSlam is about to begin in 45 seconds. That's according to my Netflix feed anyway. Of which you can see is blurred. No, we're not showing the show. No, we can't show the PLE. All of this, as well as the timer that you'll be able to see on the screen, all of this is in an effort to sync up as best as you possibly can. Coming from the world of, well, I say actually coming from the world of football, actually started YouTube doing wrestling stuff first, but doing a lot of stuff in the football world. Obviously, you have the clock, which is good to time up, so everyone can try and sync up as best as possible. In wrestling, it's so much harder to sync up, so this is kind of the best attempt to do so. So that's what we are going to do. As according to my Netflix, the countdown has reached 0 and the live event is about to start. I'm just seeing on the countdown to SummerSlam, I think they're singing, is that America the Beautiful, or is it the national anthem? Oh, it's the national anthem. Big up NA in the chat. as the crowd applauds for the national anthem. Take that down. So that sounds up, and then we're ready. Then, now and forever. Big up to everyone that's tuning in, joining us for the second night in a row. We had close to 30,000 views on last night's stream, which is just insane for this channel. So thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Big up Matty in the chat says, big up Owen, probably got an hour in me tonight. I tell you what, I'm more tired than I was yesterday. It's the back-to-back stuff. It's brutal, isn't it? And this isn't even late. I mean, it's 11 o'clock. It's not even that late. But I think for old farts like you and I, yes, maybe. There is Minneapolis. Big up Bruins in the chat says, Owen, hope you had an amazing day, my friend. Likewise. Hope you had a great day. Hope you continue to do so. Well, there's Danhausen arriving in his Danhausen truck. Interesting, a bit of a mixed reaction to Danhausen. Did you notice that? It was a smattering of booze. Dominic got to see a bit more booze. There's Charlotte Flair. The Storm, Jade Cargill. Looking very Minnesota Vikings colors. There's Chelsea Green arriving. She has to stop next to her poster, of course. And there is Minnesota's own, the Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Lash legend and her husband, Trick Williams. Of course, both in action somewhere. KG, that comedian's got his fist. Look at this. Look at that mask Seth Rollins is wearing. Look at that. He's wearing the mask that the Shield wore to the ring. The mind games have already begun. The mind games have already started. Remember the last time they had a singles match? That was when Rollins did the whole Shield entrance at the Royal Rumble in 2022. And of course at WrestleMania 40, even basically on one leg, he hobbled out with his Shield gear on. As we're just seeing some highlights of night one last night. I did see a report saying that, I think it was from Fightful Select, and they were saying that people within WWE expect Nick Aldis to wrestle again, so they don't think he's done. Yes, the Viper is back as well. That was pretty great, wasn't it? The tombstone spot was pretty great last night from Brock. Fiaz says, why don't you do a Monday Night Raw watch along anymore? Because, my friend, I'm tired enough doing one night at SummerSlam, let alone Monday Night Raw. Let alone Monday Night Raw. I mean, the thing is, yeah, with WWE and AEW or any pro wrestling company for that matter, if the product was good enough that you would go, tell you what, it is worth it. You know what I mean? I'm feeling absolutely just destroyed the day after, but it's just not worth it. it's just not worth it. Plus, a lot of the times, I've got commitments, with United View and other projects as well, so just don't have it in the schedule, unfortunately. And I'm a stickler for routine as well. And as I get older, I'm getting worse with that as well. I need the routine, need the structure every single day. If I don't have that, I don't do well. As we're seeing this cold open for SummerSlam, we've got close to 75 people watching. If you haven't already, click that like button for SummerSlam Night 2. Time to finish it indeed. And there is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the excellent Netflix intro, because that's silent because Michael Cole's clearly doing a lot of ad reads at the moment. Right, what are we starting off with? Right, we're about to find out who is indeed the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. We're beginning with Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. Last night we opened with the Women's World Championship. Tonight we open with the WWE Championship. Not a title match, but rather a #1 contenders match. The champion is CM Punk. And we'll find out who his next opponent is going to be. Is it going to be Finn Balor or is it going to be Sami Zayn? Is this maybe where Kevin Owens returns? This was one of my sort of, say, predictions, but this was one of my sort of speculations, maybe. Maybe this is where KO returns. That would be a lovely way to start night 2 of SummerSlam, wouldn't it? A Kevin Owens comeback. There is something about a pro wrestling show in a stadium in the daytime. It always takes a bit of adjustment, doesn't it? And just stadium for me, stadiums, they just always look better in the evening, at night, don't they? Under the lights, you know. So always better. United Love says, Jesus, has Finn ever seen a carb? Dude's ripped. Well, I did see something recently. He was saying that he's actually started eating them again a little bit. But he effectively said, like, he didn't eat them. I'm not even joking, for like years. Like, not even like, oh yeah, I know I haven't. Like, he just didn't eat them for years. Like, which is like, wow. Here comes Sami Zayn. But he said he does eat them a little bit. Maybe some pasta here and there. Here comes the former WWE champion, Sami Zayn. In fact, it's kind of wild, isn't it, that technically, out of Finn Balor and Sami Zayn has been a WWE champion, or a world champion rather, longer than Finn Balor in WWE. Sami Zayn held it for 9 days. Finn Balor held it for 24 hours. Sami's got the shirt on. Justice for Sami. Frank says, can I get your opinion on Julia's loss to Lash? There was a lot of discussion on that, wasn't there? I spoke about that in the I think the Major Surprises video earlier on, talking about how yeah, there was a lot of talk about how, you know, people were sort of going, that's basically effectively a squash. And this is a talent that when they signed her around WrestleMania 40, she was meant to be the next big international sort of sensation in WWE. And it hasn't really worked out that way. Her and Stephanie Vaquer signed around the same time. And Vaquer's just, oh, uh-oh. There's Nick Aldis. What have we got going on here? What have we got going on here? Nick Aldis has been reinstated as SmackDown GM. This feels like shenanigans. To add a participant to this matchup. Who? Oh my God! Gunther? I mean, he just choked out Otis last night. I mean, I guess respect has been earned. The hell is going on here? They beat the hell out of each other last night. And now, Otis is putting Gunther into the match. They're shaking hands. Wow. Wow. The question is, do we think this changes the outcome at all? Who do we think now wins? Because despite this graphic over here, this is no longer a singles match. This is no longer Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. This is a triple threat match. I mean, it only carries on the Sami Zayn storyline of him, he's been screwed over. So who is Punk's next challenger? Punk's got history of all three, by the way. Remember, what was the main event of SummerSlam last year? Just one more thing. Whoa, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? One more thing. He's only... Wait a minute. A fatal four-way match. Who's the fourth? We need one more participant. Oh my! I mentioned Kevin Owens. I mentioned KO. Kevin Owens is back. Kevin Owens has returned at the beginning of SummerSlam. Sami Zayn is absolutely gobsmacked. He's having to pick his jaw off the floor. I speculated that maybe he could return to help Sami. I speculated that maybe he could come back. He might not be physically cleared. He might not be medically cleared. Kevin Owens is not only back, he's here to fight. He's here to wrestle. And the number one contenders match is no longer Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. Gunther gets added in a shocking move. It's a triple threat match. But then Nick Aldis says, oh, wait a minute. Spirit of Don Robbie. I didn't say it was going to be only Gunther added to the match. I've got somebody else. It's Kevin Owens. We haven't seen Kevin Owens since before WrestleMania 41. That's over a year ago. Frankly, it's nearly 18 months ago. And for the first time in well over 12 months, we are about to see Kevin Owens step foot inside of a WWE ring. Kevin Owens. Whew. Well, this is one way to start SummerSlam. My goodness me. 17 months ago. His last opponent, who else? It was Sami Zayn. Right, now who's going to win? Because I tell you what, CM Punk versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. Oh, sign me fucking up. Wow. What a way to start. Fight Owens, fight indeed. Referee Ryan Tran. And by the way, you can tell, like, Kevin Owens, he's struggling to keep it together. Emotion. Everyone in the ring is like, bell rings, we're underway. Here we go. And KO's goes straight after Gunther. And he's going straight after Finn Balor as well. Well, he's certainly cleared, no doubt about that. Sami Zayn's just literally godsmacked. Sami Zayn's just godsmacked. Cannonball by Owens to Balor, and then another one. Sami's just standing there. Next seems all right, doesn't it? And now it's Sami, it's Kevin. They're just staring off, facing each other. And a hug! Here we go, now they're just teared off against each other. Oof, look at that right hand. And Kevin Owens, he is he's literally unstoppable. Wade Barrett's right. Owens, what's Owens doing here? Uh-oh. Oh my goodness! Senton dive. Swanton from the top rope to the outside. Kevin Owens is not only back, he might be better than ever. As Wade Barrett says, you're supposed to ease yourself back in. Look at this. Oh. I tell you what, I want to see CM Punk, Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. That is money, isn't it? And another swanton. That's 2. Oof. Goes for a stunner. Here we go. Sleeper. Gunther's caught with the sleeper. Now Sami Zayn protecting the matchup. Blue Thunder Bomb. No. It's kind of a bit like now. Now they can actually have a bit of a proper match again, can't they? But if you are just tuning in, no, it is not Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. It is Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn versus Gunther versus Kevin Owens. For the first time in 17 months, Kevin Owens is back in WWE. Kevin Owens has returned. And he had a big flurry at the start, but now he's on the outside of the ring. Whew. Yeah, the career killer. The question is he going to try to end careers of anyone in this match? You're right, Matty. Sammy does need a lawyer. Cover by Finn Balor. Gunther kicks out. Actually, speaking of which, where's my title? Let me get my title on. There you go. Oh, what a chop by Gunther. Good grief. Gunther hits the ropes. Sling blade by Finn Balor. Sami Zayn ducks the clothesline. There's another sling blade by Balor to Sami this time. Oof, shotgun drop kick. Gunther's in the drop zone. Oof, coup de grace. Rolls out the way. Dinosaur drop kick. As Michael Cole would say, dinosaur drop kick. Power bomb. 2. Balor kicks out. Oh, beautiful transition into a Boston Crab. Sits in deep as well. Kevin Owens back in the ring. Big boot to the head. KO's got to win this match, really, doesn't he? You can't have him you can't have him return and then, you know what I mean? They just can't do that. Now KO is now just stomping a mud hole. He's walking it dry, and Gunther. Oh, Gunther, big boot. Sammy, KO gets back up. He gets back up. He no-sold it. No signs of fatigue at all. Big up to everyone that has tuned in so far. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe, as you would have seen so far throughout the video. New subscribers, super chats, all that fun stuff pops up around here. Members and all that fun stuff. Members are also shouted out on the screen as we're 5 minutes into this fatal four-way match. Kevin Owens, look at that inverted fisherman's buster. Oh, Sami Zayn. Oh, he's going to try and throw KO out the ring. He's going to steal it from his best friend. Oof. And Sami trying to steal it back. Yeah, I would agree. I think KO looks great. Looks in great shape. Looks ready. Looks sharp.
Yeah! At United_love.86 super chatted £5. If KO or Gunther win, I wanna see against Roman. But if Sami or Finn win, I wanna see against Punk. KO need to finish his story against Roman.
Well, unfortunately though, this is SmackDown specific, isn't it? I mean, I'm not that the brand split means anything, but it's meant to be for a SmackDown championship, I suppose, isn't it? So, yeah, I like KO versus Punk. It's not been told before. This legit beef and history. Speaking of which, Swanton. Oh, he got the knees up. Sami Zayn got the knees up on the surgically repaired neck. Well, that's how you know he's cleared. How many Swantons is that for the match? 4? 4 Swantons for the match? Sami's maybe thinking haluva kick. He's going to go after his injured friend. Oh, Gunther steps in. Sleeper. Uh-oh. Balor's going to go to the top rope. Coup de grace. Oof. On to Sami Zayn, who was... 1, 2. Oh. Well, Gunther, he fucked up. Because Gunther, he didn't make it. He did not make it. And if he did, barely. Barely. He had to reach out like that. Barely made that one. There had to be some creative camera work. Oh, open hand chop. There you go. Gunther rolls through with a sleeper. Balor, oof. He had to release the hold. Kevin Owens, super kick. Owens, stunner. Gunther, oh, he went for a sleeper. Stunner to Gunther. In comes Sami Zayn. Oh, he went for a stunner. Blue Thunder bomb. 1, 2. Oh, Kevin Owens rolls the shoulder. I mean, SSBM says this sadly gives Finn taking the pin here. I reckon it's Sami takes the pin from Kevin Owens. Just adds more to the conspiracy, you know, people are against him kind of thing. Sami Zayn's going to go for a haluva kick. Oh, super kick by KO. Sami's staggering around the ring. Kevin Owens, stunner. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Kevin Owens, not only is he back, he's also now the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. And Kevin Owens will now be facing CM Punk for the WWE title. I tell you what, I'm now looking forward to that. Kevin Owens, CM Punk, sign me fucking up. What's the next WWE PLE? WrestlePalooza, I think it is. Now that is going to be a battle on the microphone. That is going to be a lot of history. Oh, look at that super kick. He actually caught Sami Zayn. Hits the stunner. 1, 2, 3. Well, I think now it's just going to be, isn't it? Sami Zayn's going to continue the whole I've been screwed over kind of thing, isn't he? And KO is back. And Sami Zayn on the outside of the ring. I mean, he's pissed, but he's kind of not, is he? We've got nearly 150 people watching right now. If you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe. Fight Owens, fight indeed. Kevin Owens is back, and just like that, he's also the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. Oh, and there's troopers chugging beer. Okay. Well, there you go. Why not? Why not? Well, whilst we recover from that, if WWE could do an advert, so could Owen WrestleNews365. Here's Oxford Natural by Gowan Life. Before we get back to today's show, I want to show you something that's really impressed me. Just have a look at these incredible transformations. Robbie from AFTV and DR Sports has lost over 100 pounds. Michael Owen has lost around 40 pounds. Anita has lost over 60 pounds. Linda has lost more than 50 pounds. Now, let's be clear, no supplement does the hard work for you. Real results still come from making healthier lifestyle choices. But people keep asking, so what's different about Optimum Day and Night? Well, this is one of the biggest differences. Most supplements contain just one ingredient. Optimum Day combines 7 carefully selected active ingredients into one formula. Citicoline to support focus and mental clarity, lion's mane to support cognitive health, natural caffeine and guarana to help support energy and alertness, green tea extract to support metabolism, berberine to support healthy blood sugar and metabolic health, and L-carnitine to support fat metabolism and energy production. So instead of buying lots of different supplements, you're getting 7 active ingredients working together in one daytime formula. And when your day's over, Optimum Night gives you another 6 carefully selected active ingredients. Magnesium to support restful sleep, ashwagandha to help your body deal with everyday stress, L-theanine and apigenin to promote calm and relaxation, lavender extract to support sleep quality, and berberine to support healthy metabolic function overnight. So during the day, you've got 7 active ingredients, and at night, you've got another 6 active ingredients working together as one complete 24-hour day and night system. If you've been thinking, it's time I started looking after myself a bit better, why not take a look for yourself? Scan the QR code or click the link below. Use the code Owen365 to receive 70% off your first order. Take a look, see what Optimum Day and Night is all about. And if you think it's right for you, give it a try. Right then, let's get back to today's show. Yes, and just like that, we are back. And the next match looks to be, I think they said, for the WWE United States Championship. It's kind of wild, isn't it, that you can you can take that time away and miss nothing. Literally zero at all. But that tis a WWE PLE. This is how they work, unfortunately, nowadays. If you haven't already, click that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe. We got a bunch of new subscribers last night, which was fantastic as well. If you are just tuning in, you've only missed the opening match. I say only what we thought was going to be a singles match to crown a new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship, currently held by CM Punk. We thought it was going to be Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. Nick Aldis, fresh off his WWE in-ring debut last night, recently reinstated SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, I must say, comes out and says, actually, there's someone else needs to be added. Brings out his opponent from last night, Gunther, and says, well, somebody else needs to be added. Kevin Owens makes his return. Kevin Owens, for the first time in 17 months, wrestles a match. And not only does he wrestle a match, but he wins. And now he's not only back in WWE, now he's the #1 contender for the WWE Championship that's held by CM Punk. So that means we're getting CM Punk versus KO in the very near future. How exciting is that? Very exciting. What are people saying here in the chat? Jason says, I wonder what's next for Gunther. It's a very good question, isn't it? I mean, I get with the whole career killer thing. Look, you can't do that forever. So you can't just keep retiring people. But his booking sort of pre-WrestleMania and post-WrestleMania has been very, very odd, hasn't it? Like, it feels like they've been trying to find stuff for him to do to try and keep him feeling important, because they know that he's not factored into world title plans at the moment. And they can't figure out, you know what I mean? They can't figure it. They can't figure out what to do basically with him. So yeah, the booking him post AJ Styles retirement, shall we say, has just been off, hasn't it? Very, 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 very off. So yeah. What else we got here in the? As far as what's next for him, I mean, who else is on SmackDown? Maybe this is where if Brock isn't legitimately done, then I would say maybe Brock. But whether or not he's actually done, time will tell. As we're just seeing the images from SummerSlams of the past. As we are 3 likes away from 70 likes with nearly 150 people watching, which is fantastic for SummerSlam Sunday, SummerSlam Night 2. Maybe Gunther versus Oba. I think you save that in your back pocket. You don't go to that too quickly. You keep that in your back pocket for a big show. As we see the US Bank Stadium there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Certainly, it's not a full stadium. Bobby G. Machiavelli says, did I miss anything? Did you miss anything? Good grief. You missed the return of Kevin Owens for the first time in 17 months. And he's the new #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Snooze, you lose, Bobby G. Snooze, you lose. As it looks like the United States Championship match is going to be coming up next. Good grief. I mean, they are really getting their ad time in before this one, aren't they? Oh, my word. There we go. Right, so coming up next, United States title on the line. Baron Corbin is back in WWE. The Nomad, indeed. No longer Bishop Dyer. Baron Corbin is back. Bobby G says, yeah, sure. Did I miss anything seriously? Really? Really? But, yeah, if you watched the video yesterday, it was yesterday's news video. We spoke about Randy Orton and Kevin Owens both returning this weekend in Minneapolis. It's happened. Who says that we never get any of our returns right? KJ says, why do you think they brought back Baron Corbin? I mean, there's several different routes I could go here. One I could say is WWE Radio. It doesn't matter. You know the whole, like, oh, is he going to do Busted Open anymore? Because now he's back in WWE. They own it, so it doesn't matter. I think they brought him back because he's by all accounts, well-liked, good locker room leader. When he went back to NXT and did the tag team work with Bron Breakker, he got a lot of positives with that. So I think that he's brought back again because he's well-liked and good to have in the locker room. And knows how to get people over, put people over. Well, here comes Lil Yachty.
Yeah! At Bobby G. McCarvley 102 super chatted £1.99. Thought you was joking, should never doubt you.
Hey, we don't joke about that kind of stuff. Biggie says, how do I connect to your VPN? Is there a link in the chat? There isn't a link in the chat. The best thing to do, click the Oxford Natural link if you want to support the channel. That's the thing to do. Here comes Trick Willie. I don't know what really that intro was from Lil Yachty. That was kind of weird, if honestly. It was kind of crap. Listen to that stadium. Listen to that crowd. I mean, I would give credit to Lil Yachty for how committed he is. You know what I mean? He is super, super committed. He doesn't need to do it. He makes the shows every single week, and it does add to Trick Williams' act. He doesn't need it, Trick Williams. He doesn't need it, but it does help. Look at those guys. There's Trick Willie, though. The WWE United States Champion. Of course, he's got his custom WWE United States Championship as well. He's got his fur US title. You know what I love, to be fair, yeah? I love is that there is nothing that pisses people off more than a custom championship, is there? I saw, you know, the last couple of weeks, whenever it was that the custom US title got revealed, and there were some people doing the whole, oh, look at this, it looks stupid, it's a fur championship. And I just thought to myself, they said that about Cena when he had the US. Oh, look at this. He's kicking off already. They said that when Cena had his custom US title. You know, anyone that's got a custom championship, whatever it may be, they always complain, but they're always popular. I mean, I remember growing up, the spinner WWE title, everyone hated. It always got completely criticized and completely bashed as terrible. Now it's almost iconic, isn't it? Trick with the stomps as the crowd chants, "Whoop that trick." Clothesline sends Baron Corbin to the outside. Yeah, I wasn't honestly big on this spinner. It grew on me over time, but I was, mine's the, was it the Big Eagle of the Attitude Era? There's that one. And the original WCW Big Gold. What on earth is Trick Willie doing here? He's getting a table out here. We got the Slim Jim table. It wouldn't be SummerSlam without one. But this isn't a tables match. This isn't a street fight or anything like that. So it would cause a disqualification, or at least it should. And Corbin rolls to the outside of the opposite side of the ring. Williams. Oh, deep six on the outside of the ring. And now Baron Corbin very quickly rolls back in. I don't think it's no disqualification. Let's have a look. Results. No. Just a singles match. I didn't think it was an ODQ match. Oof. Corbin just shoves Trick Williams gut first into the barricade. And shoves him into the ring post as well. And now to complete the set, he goes into the steel ring steps. Of course, Corbin, pretty, again, impressive WWE resume. Kurt Angle's retirement match, less said about that, the better. But former US champion, Money in the Bank winner, NXT Tag Team champion. Technically a general manager for Monday Night Raw, Constable Corbin. King Corbin. Happy Corbin. Homeless Corbin. That's the best version of him. The homeless bum Corbin. That's the best one. With the white shirt and the mustard stain and the big beard. Corbin, all kinds of fired up there. Oof. You can hear from the crowd are chanting, "We want Mello." He must, like, does he just not get on with Triple H or something? Because the booking of Carmelo Hayes since he's come to the main roster, I mean, how long has he been on the main roster now, Mello? Like 18 months, 2 years? And, yeah, just, he kind of goes from losing most of the time. Then he'll win a few times. So you go, right, finally they're going to do something with him. Then he just loses again or disappears. A kick just to the gut by Baron Corbin to Trick Williams. Oh, Corbin with a just right hand to the head. Forearms being traded here. Boos and yeahs. What's that? Oh, is that just a Thumb to the eye? Yeah, thumb to the eye. Lil Yachty's not happy with that. He's telling Baron Corbin exactly what he thinks of him at ringside. I don't know if that's a good idea. And Corbin just pie-faced Lil Yachty into the barricade. Yeah, it might not have been the smartest move. Well, Lil Yachty's got his kendo stick. Let's call it the trick stick. Lil Yachty keeps looking like he's going to fall over. He can barely stand up. He kept looking like he was going to trip or fall over. Reverse elbow by Trick. Big jumping neck breaker by the US champion. Nice kick. There's another. I mean, occasionally during this match, bookend too, it has just kind of dawned on me. I'm like, Baron Corbin's wrestling for the US title in 2026 at SummerSlam. That would have not been on many people's bingo card, would it? Good for him. Trick Willie. Lil Yachty getting the crowd behind Trick inside the US Bank Stadium. Crowd chanting, whoop that Trick. He's up on the shoulders of Trick and Corbin. Yeah, another rake of the eyes. Not the first time he's done that. I went quiet. I went quiet because I was listening to what was going on. Oh my God, it's like the shittest spot ever. Lil Yachty clearly forgets or isn't in place where he's meant to be. So Trick Williams and Baron Corbin are effectively stood there in the ring because Baron Corbin's like, I've got to go and run and hit the ropes, and then Lil Yachty's going to hit me with the kendo stick. But if he's not there, I can't run toward the ropes. So they're just stood there, and you hear everyone in the ring start going, Yachty, 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 Yachty. And eventually, Corbin doesn't even kind of run. He walks over there, stops, stands there. Oh, end of days. No, trick. There's a kick. 1, 2. Oof. So Corbin just kind of walks over to the ropes, and Lil Yachty kind of hits him. I mentioned there's something up with Lil Yachty. I'm telling you, he can't even stand up outside. He fell over a couple of times. And he's missing spots now. This match, I mean, the crowd are really not into this much at all. And I don't really surprise. It's not really anything to write home about. Corbin just hangs up Trick over the top rope. Corbin, now he's just grabbed Trick's custom US title. Lil Yachty grabbing the title. Now he's just picked Lil Yachty up by the... Oh, Yachty's gone... Well, he's gone through the table. He's like slid off it. It barely broke. Corbin with the title off the skull. Corbin. Here we go. End of days. Corbin's going to win. He's going to win the belt. 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin won the US title from Trick Williams in what must be said was a shocking match. I mean, that was just not good. It just wasn't good. I mean, Lil Yachty, everything he was involved in that one just did not work. He missed spots. He was stumbling around. He's meant to go through the table, and he doesn't go through it. He sort of like flies off it. But what a moment for Baron Corbin. He goes from being an MLW Tag Team Champion. He's come back And now he's US champion and he's beating Trick Williams at SummerSlam. Holy cow. Get your star ratings in for that. I'd give it maybe a star. But I'm not going to lie. It wasn't good. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think Lil Yachty, you know what I mean? I don't think he's a very good athlete. I don't think he's a very good athlete because he just, you know what I mean? Every spot he's involved in, it looks just sloppy, you know? But Baron Corbin, the United States champion. But I mentioned, you know what I mentioned before the match? That I did mention before the match that because we've seen this before sometimes under Triple H, that their sort of mindset with these more established guys is bring them in, heat them up, because you've got to heat them up so they can put over the younger guys. But, yeah, that was just not good. And the thing is, I say that wasn't good. I don't even really necessarily blame Corbin and Trick too much, you know, because it just felt like a real, like a TV match, didn't it? That could have been a TV main event, and even if it was a TV main event, we'd probably all go, oh, you know, yeah, bog standard TV main event. Lil Yachty, I get it, you know, you want the celebrity and you want and he's passionate and he loves WWE and all that kind of stuff. It's great, but he hurt that match. I mean, let's keep it honest here. His involvement hurt that match. The execution of that match hurt because of him being involved in it. And then on top of that, with Trick and Corbin, it just wasn't amazing anyway. It was just quite bog standard TV title match. So yeah, not a good one. I mean, I'm not too outraged by the result. I know a lot of people will be. There will be a lot of it's 2026. Baron Corbin's beating Trick Williams for the US title at SummerSlam. Triple H, what are you doing? Fair. It just all of the above is a mess. It's like if they put on a good match and then Corbin won, there'd be less discussion about, oh, is that the right call? Is that the thing? It was because it was bad. Because it was bad, the only good outcome could be Trick winning, and then you move on. But the fact that now that's going to be revisited, eesh. Yeah. We've got 150 people watching. If you haven't already, click the like button, folks. We're 21 likes away from 100. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. If you are just tuning in, we've got a newsworthy start to the show, no doubt about that. We have a new number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. It's not Finn Balor, but it's also not Sami Zayn. It's not Gunther, it's Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens made his shocking return, wins the opening match on the show, a fatal four-way number one contenders match. Owens pinning Sami Zayn. And then we just had the United States Championship. We've got a brand new United States champion as Baron Corbin. Yes, Baron Corbin has defeated Trick Williams, thanks to him using the bout, the US Championship. But really, I mean, the whole, even with that, he cheated, what a bad heel. I mean, Trick got out the table, didn't he? I think Trick got out the table, and you know, he technically, I would say, put Lil Yachty through it. He slid Lil Yachty across the top of it. So how did that help Trick? I'm not sure that did. I'm not sure any of that piece of business, any of it was good for Trick Williams. Yeah, I'm not sure what that does for Trick at all, actually, in thinking about it. Big up to everyone that did click the like button. We're now 15 away from 100. So 2 matches down. How many more matches to go? Let's have a look. So we've had those 2. We've still got to come, of course, the main event, which is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Seth Rollins. We have the Intercontinental title still to be defended, as we have Penta defending against Chad Gable. We're also going to have that interim Women's Championship ladder match, which I think is coming up next. And the Human... If you thought if you thought that last match was going to be controversial and people were going to be talking about it, we still got to come the Human Monies on a Pole match between Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio. And I must say, I did come into this night, I don't know if people will agree with this or not. Whenever we have these two-night shows now, you always look at which night looks the stronger night, which card looks the better card. Immediately, when I was looking at the both of the cards, I went, well, night one looks a lot better than night two, in my opinion. Because what actually interests me from this night two card, the main event, honestly, I'm indifferent on because I'm kind of tapped out with the bloodline stuff at the moment, and I think we all know that Reigns is going to win because he's not going to drop the belt yet. He's going till Mania at the very least. But the only thing I'm just kind of curious is what shenanigans will they have, because I don't think they'll play it straight there. So I'm curious with that. And then who doesn't enjoy a good ladder match? So I'm in that. But then everything else is just done nothing for me. Whereas at least I looked at the card last night going into it, and I went, wow, obviously Hell in a Cell. You're always interested to see that. Punk and Cody was always going to deliver. It did. Io Sky on a PLE is always going to deliver. It did. You know, so the big matches were always going to be strong last night. So yeah, I don't know if I hold out a huge amount of hope for the rest of this show, in all honesty. Aside from the ladder match and the main event, that's about it. Which I believe is going to be next, the ladder match for the interim women's championship. Something which, you know, historically, the interim champion concept hasn't really worked in wrestling. I know AEW, of course, tried it a couple of times. Still to this day, Tony Khan does it. Not so much with AEW, he's done it with Ring of Honor. I just don't think it really works. I know they do it in MMA and UFC and whatnot, but I'm not that big on the old interim champion thing. As we just see Michael Cole and Wade Barrett at ringside. As they'll go to the Spanish announcers shortly. Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto. I remember the days of Hugo Savinovich and Carlos Cabrera. 10 likes away from 100 likes. Oh, they've got the... Oof. I would like to try that. See what that's like. You know, watching a WWE PLE in that Cosm place. Dallas, Atlanta. It's like being there live. They've got cameras like around the ring, don't they? It'd be interesting. I'm sure that'll be good. Hopefully a good atmosphere. Watching around the world. Ah, yes, Chad Gable Penta, obviously. That'll be good, but I think, again, people are expecting Gable to win, I think. Here we go. We're going to find out who is the interim women's champion. But first, what time is it? Let's check. It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton. It's a homecoming for her. Is it going to be Tiffy 2 bouts? That is the question, isn't it? I remember, I think I might have even done a watch-along here with it on the channel. When Tiffany Stratton, she was a part of a ladder match at NXT Stand and Deliver. Again, was it 2024, 2025? Whenever it was, when she did that spot where she's going, the ladder's going like that, and she then springboards off the top rope onto everyone at ringside. It's an amazing spot. But she screwed it up in practice, and she's uploaded that video. It's very scary. So we'll see. Look, there's a lot of pressure that goes with a SummerSlam ladder match. There have been some very, very famous ladder matches in SummerSlam history. Of course, we had Razor versus Shawn at a WrestleMania rematch. We've had TLC 1, I think, to Punk versus Jeff Hardy in a ladder match. The custody of Dominic in a ladder match. The Rock versus Triple H in a ladder match inside Madison Square Garden for the Intercontinental title. So it's a precious spot. Ladder matches at SummerSlam. And Jade Cargill embracing her inner prince. Purple Rain. Yeah, very much embracing Prince. Got the jacket, got the logo. Got the little, what are they called here? The little ruffle. Jade Cargill entering a ladder match for the first time in her career. So we know, obviously, Stratton's done crazy stuff in ladder matches before. Chelsea Green has taken insane bumps in ladder matches before, hasn't she? So we're going to get the same this evening. That's the question, isn't it? Do I think Charlotte Flair may retire? No, she signed a long-term deal literally just before she hurt her knee in 2023. Whenever it was, she literally just signed one of the biggest deals for a female talent in WWE history. Then that was a long-term deal, and then obviously all the time that she was out would have been added onto her contract anyway. So she's not going anywhere. Here is someone who's never held the Women's Championship. Of course, a multiple-time Women's United States Champion. Inaugural Women United States Champion. She's got an incredible story, Chelsea Green. Would you know that she actually grew up or went to school in Devon? In England. Yeah. And here comes Lash legend, KG the Comedian's favorite superstar. Of course, one half of the Irresistible Forces. Her first SummerSlam and her first ladder match, as Michael Cole just says there. The interim championship is hanging above the ring. Whoever climbs the ladder, retrieves the championship, becomes the interim women's champion. And whoever holds that title when Rhea Ripley returns will face Ripley and will determine an undisputed WWE Women's Champion. These kind of matches, I'm not going to lie, they always just make me nervous. Before they start, all the time I just sort of just go, please everyone just be okay. Please everyone just be okay. Nobody get hurt. Everyone be all right. Here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair. All hail the Queen, indeed. As we're 7 likes away from 100 likes. Big up to everyone that has tuned in thus far. This is our, match number 3 of the evening. We started with the number 1 contenders match. The men's US title match. Now we go on to this interim women's ladder match. Still to come, Human Money's on a pole. The Intercontinental Championship will be up for grabs, as will the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns in the main event as the pyro explodes for the 14-time WWE Women's Champion. 14 times. Thank goodness, by the way, she hasn't held a Women's Championship in a long time. Because the best thing for Charlotte Flair has been getting her away from the women's title picture. be involved in the tag team division, go after a US title, same way that Becky Lynch has, had the stories with the Women's Intercontinental title, do that. But she's much more likable now than she's ever been. Obviously, during that whole time where she was been... Oh, here we go. Bell rings were underway. Oh, here we go. During that time, she was being sort of shoved down everyone's throat. She wasn't that likable, was she? But now, WWE being a bit much sort of... taking a much more softly approach with how they book Charlotte Flair, and I think that's definitely helping. As we can also just see Tiffany Stratton here and Lash Legend on the outside of the ring. Hurricane Rana. Lash Legend catches Tiffany. Power bomb into the ladder. Chelsea Green. Suicide dive. Just caught. Oh, my word. Choke slam. Goozle. Oh, choke slam into the ladder. Ouch. And now Lash Legend just pushes the ladder over. Chance of Chelsea from the crowd in Minneapolis. Where's Lash Legend going now? Legend. Oh, and Chelsea Green over the barricade and into the crowd. It's always a bit different with the way that it's set up in a stadium, of course, because if you're on the floor, it's still technically grass. So it's maybe a bit of a softer landing. It's that kind of padding that they put down. Still not a very nice landing. Oh, kick to the face by Charlotte Flair to Lash Legend. Ducks the clothesline. Oof. 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 Clothesline off. Yeah, shout out to Scarlett. There was a really sad story, touching story as well, but really touching story of a young girl called Scarlett. I think she had brain cancer, they were saying. She designed a couple of Charlotte Flair gears and sadly passed away. And Charlotte released a statement saying, "Diamonds are forever, so is Charlotte and Scarlett." So, yeah. Thoughts with her and her family. I know her family's at SummerSlam, they just said so. But it was nice of Charlotte to bring attention to that story. As Jade Cargill and Lash Legend now in the ring. Staring off. In came Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. Both duck the ladder shot. Now, Green and Stratton now doing a bit of a double team to take out both Cargill and Lash Legend. As we're 1 like away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click that like button. 3 minutes into this interim Women's Championship ladder match. Both get pushed off. Oh, and a pair of pump kicks by Legend and Cargill. I tell you what, that Prince gear that Jay Cargill's got on is great. German suplex by Cargill and a kip up. Crossbody by Flair. Flair's trying to get Minneapolis up to their feet. And what I will say about the crowd in Minnesota, I know it's not a sold-out full stadium. I think WWE's actually done a really good job in the way they've sort of hidden that and the production. It looks a lot better, actually, than they had it. I remember in 2022 when SummerSlam was in Nashville and that didn't have a sold-out stadium. But on TV, it just looked really bad. This time, it looks pretty good. But the crowd's been actually really good. Yes, last night they were great. So Lash Legend looks like she's totally in control here, doesn't she? It's only Lash in the ring. She's putting up all of the different ladders. Wade Barrett trying to... I tell you what, that title is up high, isn't it? Tiffany Stratton with a code breaker. It was only when Lash was putting up that ladder. Maybe it was just the camera angle, but it looked like it was high up. I think it is. Because what ladders have they got in there? They got one of those sort of 15-footers. So it's Flair and Tiffany Stratton now facing off in the ring. Of course, former WrestleMania opponents. Once a very personal rivalry. Oh, there's a kick. Flair goes for a big boot. Tiffany sidesteps. Oh, Charlotte just sends her into the ladder. Oh, what was that from Chelsea Green? Missile drop kick. Just about got her. Didn't quite get all of it. As Flair just hung up on the ladder there. And now Chelsea, is this going to be her moment? I mean, it's only been just over 5 minutes, but man, she's kind of struggled to get going a little bit so far. Chelsea's climbing, but Cargill is making sure that she can't climb all the way. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. Jaded, perhaps. No, Jaded onto the ladder. Oh, Jaded onto the ladder. From Cargill to Green. And now it's going to be Jade Cargill. Cargill's going to climb. The Storm. Is this going to be her moment? No. And Tiffany Stratton. Oh. Oh, big reverse elbow by Cargill. Choke slam. No. Oh, backstabber. It wasn't the best from Cargill, was it? Huh. And now it's Tiffy to climb. In her home state of Minnesota, is this going to be the moment? No. Charlotte Flair tries to intercept, but Tiffany kicks her off. Still climbing, both of them. Still climbing. Right, Tiffany falls down. Lash Legend's in with the ladder. What was that? That was the worst. Lash Legend with the worst ladder shot, and Charlotte Flair effectively maybe ran into it and then went down. Went like this. Ah. Oh my God. Yeah, this, like I said, this ladder match, 7 minutes in, has kind of struggled to get going a little bit, has it? Maybe it'll start now because Lash Legend's on the second rope. Tiffany Stratton's on a ladder that's wedged between. Oh no, choke slam perhaps. Oh, what was that? It was like a choke slam. I think Tiffany was attempting like a Frankensteiner, and she turned it into a choke slam. I mean, really, it's all Tiffy. Oh, nasty landing. Oh. Could hear the shrieks of pain from Tiffany Stratton after that as well. Charlotte Flair now trying to climb. Well, they're saying win her 15th. Does it count? I don't think it counts. Charlotte, she's got it. She's got it. She's got it. She's there, surely. Oh, my God. She's hanging. She's hanging above the ring. Jade Cargill's pulled the ladder away. Watch your knee, Charlotte. Watch the knee. Oh, my goodness me. Caught. Oh, Cargill using another weapon. I just feel like every spot they've tried in this match, whilst they maybe haven't got it wrong, they haven't got it right either. You know what I mean? Like that Charlotte one there, like, I wouldn't say it was a complete botch, but it was kind of botched enough. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, I mentioned that the title was up really high. And you can see, look, that's a tall ladder. The belt is up high. And they don't really have that ladder right underneath, which makes me think there's probably going to be a kind of ringside spot. I feel like maybe a bit of a sort of push the ladder ringside spot, maybe. Uh-oh. Lash has got Tiffany again. Hurricane Runner. Oh, sends Lash Legend into the ladder. Now what? Tiffany's going to climb the ladder. She's still climbing. Or is it going to be... Oh, no. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green. Oh, no. Oh, dive. I'll tell you what, Tiffany nearly took out the cameraman. She took out everyone. I tell you what, everyone's taken down. Is it going to be Chelsea Green's moment? Is it going to be Chelsea Green's moment? I mean, if she wins, she's not a women's champion. She could be an interim women's champion. Is this going to be the moment? Is this going to be the moment? Is this Chelsea's chance? Is she going to do it? Oh, no. It's B-Fab and Meechin. No DQs, of course. Ah, for a second, did you believe Chelsea would actually win? Ah. She had it won. Oh, and a big kick by Meechin. B-Fab rolling to the outside. That's picking up Jade Cargill. I mean, unless someone's going to neutralize this, who's gonna even the score? Who's gonna even the score? Charlotte Flair getting back into the ring. There's a big boot for B-Fab. Right hand to Meechin, who she's got the Prince gear on as well. Meechin over the top rope. Charlotte, oof. Cargill just kicks Charlotte off. Cargill's climbing. Like, Chelsea's still hanging upside down, by the way. Uh-oh. Lash Legend and Tiffany Stratton, they're climbing too. Everyone's on a ladder in the middle of the ring here. One ladder's got Lash and Tiffany. The other's got Cargill and Flair. Cargill, she's just swatted Tiffany and Lash away. It's down to Jade and Charlotte. Remember, Chelsea Green, she's still hung upside down. Jade Cargill, she's touching the belt. Charlotte's now grabbed her arm and saying no. Charlotte and Cargill trying to trade forearms. Jade Cargill's falling down. Remember, Chelsea Green's still halfway down that middle ladder, hung upside down in a trio. Oh, wait a minute, she's still only there. She's still the last one left. She's still the last one left. Get back up. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? She got the title. She's the interim women's champion. Chelsea Green's a hot mess. And she's also women's champion. Oh my goodness me. She's a hot mess. And she is the interim WWE Women's Champion. It may not be permanent. It may not be full-time. And she's still got to go through Rhea Ripley. But it doesn't matter because you can't take this moment away from Chelsea Green. She is holding the Women's Championship above her head. In Minnesota, top of the ladder, US Bank Stadium. She's a hot mess. She was the inaugural WWE Women's United States Champion. Tonight, Green has made even more history. She's beaten Lash Legend. She's beaten Jade Cargill. She's beaten Charlotte Flair. She's beaten Tiffany Stratton, her friend, who she shoved over the top rope to the outside of the ring off the top of a ladder. We're just seeing a replay of it now. And she deserves it. Now, what does her future look like post this? Who knows? She still go through Rhea Ripley. But a lot of people are talking about WWE Unreal at the moment. There was the controversy on one of the prior seasons of Unreal when Michael Hayes said what he said about Chelsea Green. He says those words were taken out of context. But cream always rises to the top, doesn't it? You can't keep a good talent down. And that's exactly what Chelsea Green is. She's a good talent, a great talent, And she's also now the interim WWE Women's Champion. The Hot Mess. She was the presidential inaugural Women's United States Champion. And now she's interim Women's Champion. A hot mess. I'm very happy for her. Very, very happy for her. Chelsea Green wins the interim WWE. I hate the interim. It sucks, doesn't it? Still, though, what a moment for her. Very pleased for Chelsea Green. As we're seeing another Club WWE advert. Yeah, for people asking, by the way, because you do see that quite a bit. Some people going, what's the latest with the whole John Cena Classic thing? They think maybe sort of December time, around the time that John Cena's obviously retirement show was. That was in December. Is it? I'm going to sound like such like a, Ebenezer Scrooge kind of guy here. But, like the whole big moment they're having there with Chelsea Green. She deserves it. She's holding the title above the ring, blah, blah, blah. Is there anyone a bit like me that goes, it's obviously great, but if only it wasn't interim. You know what I mean? Just give her the moment. If Rhea's not, and even if but Rhea should be back soon, then do a Sami Zayn. Have Chelsea Green hold it for like a week or two. It don't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. Just give her the proper title instead of the whole interim thing. I'm not big on the whole interim because they're playing it up like that. So it's big moment. Chelsea Green, she's finally done it. She's made it, and you're like, yeah, but she kind of hasn't though, has she? Because she's interim. So you should probably give her, if you're going to give her that moment, give her that moment. Don't give her the Coke Zero of that moment. Give it the full flavor, give it everything. Yeah. But maybe it's a situation where Rhea doesn't recover fast, or maybe it's a case of this is just another opportunity. This is another opportunity. That's what Chelsea Green sees it as, and I'll get more over. I'll be more popular, and I'll make it undeniable. You've got to make me the permanent champion. You've got to make me the undisputed champion, because I don't care if it's Rhea Ripley or not. I'm so popular that there'd be a riot if you didn't do that. Maybe that's what you got to do. But yeah, like I said, for me, I'm not big on the whole interim thing. Get enough of that with Man United, honestly. I don't need any more interims in my life. Trust me. Don't need any more interims in my life. Get enough of that on the Man United side of things. Speaking of which, for those asking if I'm going to be on the morning show for United View, I will not. Flex will be, though. It's already set up, actually. Yes, you be sure to check that out in the morning, as we're on an advert break, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't we? I mean, it's only a premium live event. We've got, how many matches have we got left? I think it's 2, isn't it? 2 matches to go. 3 matches to go. We're halfway through night 2 of WWE SummerSlam 2026. Still to come, we've got the Human Monies on a Poll, which I believe is next, which is Dominic Mysterio versus Danhausen. Then we'll have the Intercontinental Championship match, Chad Gable versus Penta, which has the potential to truly steal the show and be an absolute classic. And then we've got our main event, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It is Roman Reigns defending against Seth freaking Rollins. Last night's show was about what? Just a smidge over 3 hours, wasn't it? We started at 11, finished about 2. So I probably reckon about the same time. We're probably about, 3 matches in, we're about halfway through. Match will get time at the end as well.
Bobby G. McCarvey 102 super chatted £1.99. Chelsea the Ralph Rangnick of interim champs lol.
You know what's funny with the Ralph Rangnick? Ralph Rangnick, that period of time at Man United is such an interesting one, because you want to talk about rose-tinted glasses and things that get like rewriting history. Depending on who you talk to, Ralph Rangnick is like the unlistened to genius of, you know, any player that we didn't get. Ralph recommended him. We didn't get him. You go, oh, I remember at the time it wasn't that great. That whole thing. Oh, Man United. Oh, God. Well, safe space here. Big up to everyone that has hit the like button. 2 likes away from 115 likes. And big up to everyone that has recently subscribed as well. We are, as you can see there in the bottom left-hand corner, we are 31,300. Is that 384? So closing in on 31,400. On that road to 50K. We don't get anything for 50K. The plaque's at 100. One day, maybe. One day I'll have a plaque of my own. You know. Just got to believe. As they're showing more snapshots from one of the best SummerSlams of all time, SummerSlam 92, Wembley Stadium. SummerSlam 2004, where Randy Orton became the youngest World Heavyweight Champion in company history. 1991, there's the Big Boss Man and the Mountie. 2009, CM Punk when he defeated Jeff Hardy. The Undertaker returned. But yeah, still 3 matches to come. And this is going to be interesting to see how this one comes across next, because the Danhausen segment and Joe Hendry and that on Raw did not come across very well at all, did it? So let's see how well that comes across this evening. That was a red hot start to the show, wasn't it? With Kevin Owens when he made his return. I'll tell you what, the international commentators were having their moment, weren't they? I think so was I. Coup de grace. And that was the KO. Stunner. Boom. Looks like he hasn't missed a step, by the way, as well. Hasn't missed a step. Look sharp. Look ready. Now the thing is wow, is which KO will know. It's a bit like Randy Orton with his back, isn't it? It's the thing to sell every single match, isn't it? Every single match can just sell the neck, surgically repaired neck. Human Money's on a Pole is coming up next. That literally, that whole just 5 minutes thing was just all ads, wasn't it? Just all ads. Yes, we are watching a video package for The Curse Father. I saw this earlier on the kickoff show. Yeah. I mean, this can go many different ways, because the one way is that it's just so stupid that they managed to pull it off and the crowd are into it, they like it, and they go, you know what, it was stupid, but actually it was good, they pulled it off. Or it's just like Raw on Monday, where we get to the end of the segment / match and we go, what on earth was that, basically? That was a complete mess. And you get the impression with Danhausen stuff, like, you know, you get the impression with Danhausen stuff that is really how it can go. It can either be so ridiculous that it works, or it can be so ridiculous that it's just that, absolutely ridiculous. Well, get ready for the Curse Father. And here comes the AAA Mega Champion. I mean, obviously, I know Liv Morgan won her match, retaining the Women's World Championship yesterday, but there's been a lot of talk, hasn't there, about the booking of Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio in 2026. That they've basically just done nothing. They've done next to nothing in WWE anyway. Dominic in AAA, that's something different. I mean, that is completely separate, isn't it? The AAA stuff has got that kind of cult popularity that NXT once had in that sort of WWE bubble. But yeah, the booking of Dom and Liv in WWE leaves a lot to be desired. In AAA, he's a rock star. But yes, we can see right there the pole with human monies on it. See, this is the thing, yeah, right? People will give shit to Vince Russo and all that kind of stuff. They are still, in 2026, doing money. Look at that. Literally, it's a cartoonish bag of money on a pole in 2026. So, I don't want any of the writing staff or people in power in WWE or any wrestling company, for whatever it's worth, pretending like, oh, well, that Russo idea in '98, that would have been terrible. I wouldn't have done that. Mate, you do it now on TV. Here he comes. Here comes Danhausen. Will he have a big vehicle? Most likely will. There he is. Yeah. He's got the Danhausen mobile. Once again, everything is about merchandise, isn't it? So that Danhausen mobile can be... that's obviously going to be available to be sold. Oh, he's got the Bret Hart tights on. He's got the cape. And there you go. He's putting the cape on the young child at ringside. I mean, logically, if the curse thing was legitimate, surely just as soon as the match, as the bell ring, you would just go, cursed, done, 1, 2, 3. Surely that's what you would do, wouldn't it? That would be, why do it before the match? Just do it. Just go, cursed, done. Well, here we go. Referee rings the bell. We are underway. Very evil, very nice, and human monies. Will Danhausen pay the price? Dom pulls Danhausen from the top turnbuckle. One of the rings has that large pole, pause. Hanging from it is a bag of human monies. Nice Northern Light suplex. No bridge by Danhausen. Charges Dominic in the corner. Clotheslines Dominic in the corner of the pole holding the monies. There's another. Got to make it a trifecta of clotheslines. Dominic moves out the way, though. And there's a clothesline by Dirty Dom. As we're 2 likes away from 120 likes. Big up to everyone that's tuning in for this SummerSlam Sunday. Certainly a newsworthy show. We've seen the likes of Kevin Owens make his return to WWE in-ring action. Chelsea Green win the interim WWE Women's Championship. My least favorite chant, the da-da-da-da-da, is rearing its head. This time they're singing for Dirty Dom. We're going to get triple verticals. 3 amigos. Floats over. Oh, no. There you go. Scorpion death drop. Danhausen sits up like The Undertaker. Shades of Brock Lesnar last night. Danhausen, yeah. Crawling to corner. You forget that, again, the only way to... Well, what's the way to win? Is it if you get the money, you win? Or do you still pin for a submission? Oh, in comes JD McDonough. No disqualifications, of course. So, who is going to back up Danhausen? That's the question. Oh, what a moonsault. Beautiful athleticism by JD McDonough. Oh, no. It's the Mini-Hausens. The Mini-Hausens are in the ring. Or as Joe Test would call them, the Lil-Hausens. Now, JD McDonough. Oh, my God. What a body slam that was. Good grief. Oh, my God. What a choke slam. Look at the way that... Oh, Hurricane Runner. There you go. From the Mini-Hausen. This one he's fighting back. Oh. Oh, it's El Torito. It's El Torito. Yes. If you know, you know El Torito from back in the day. And a DDT. Yes, of course. He used to be part of the, what was the team? It was Primo and Epica when they were the Bullfighters. I forget what their name was. Yes, WLC match. Was it Los Matadores or something like that? I think that was a tag team. Oh, his wig came off. Minihausen's hair came off. Hurricane Runner by Torito Hausen. Oh, and he smashed his head on the barricade. Good grief. It could work better than Goldberg. Danhausen, right, he's going to climb. Oh, Jada McDonough once again. That Funko Pop head absolutely stops Danhausen from climbing and grabbing the human monies. I mean, what even is this match? You know what I mean? What is this match? Oh, my. By the way, Jada McDonough is really rough with those Mini-Hausens, isn't he? Good God. Oh, no. Here comes Joe Hendry. I mean, what? Oh. And there's the guitar shot by Joe Hendry. Now Hendry's running to the ring, but Dom's climbing. Danhausen and Dom are looking at each other. Now what they're gonna do? Race to the money. Dom's climbing. So's Danhausen. Excuse me. I mean, I'm watching climbing for money. What are we doing here? Oh, Danhausen slips and I mean gingerly landed on the top rope, I would say. Is he gonna... He's cursed, and it was Sparkles. Danhausen is going to grab the money, and he grabs the money. Well, it's 7 minutes of my life that I will never get back. So, Dom was going to grab the money. He did the "you are cursed" thing. Sparkle has exploded, which have exploded before. Do you know what is insane, right? Do you remember, I covered it this week on the channel. There was a story coming out of Raw on Monday, which was they were at the Intuit Dome, and they did that concert thing, and it was so shit, it was so bad, that there was like genuine pressure on creative of like, we really laid an egg there. And by all accounts, the Netflix executives were there because it was in LA, and they were watching it like, what the fuck is it? Like, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing? So that, all of those reports are there, those stories are out there. And then WWE have just gone, you know what? Yeah, we knew we laid an egg there, definitely. Let's do it at SummerSlam. Let's do it at SummerSlam. Like, oh my word. Like, why? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not one of those wrestling fans that like everything has to be explicitly tailored for me. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people that, you know, everything's got to be explicitly tailored for me. If I don't like it, blah blah blah, I'm not gonna watch. That's not my thing. But I would also say that it does have to be at least somewhat entertaining, doesn't it? And yeah. Yeah, he's giving out the money to Nick Khan and his kid. Yeah, and he's just throwing the human monies to people in the crowd. I mean, it couldn't be more Vince McMahon, does it? You know what I mean? This. I mean, and I get like the Danhausen gimmick because we know the Danhausen gimmick for a long time. It's just, it's WWE's over. I've used the analogy before. It's like the inside joke, but then, you know, the cool person starts using it, or the establishment starts using it, and you go, "Oh, it's not funny anymore." You know what I mean? That's what it's kind of like. It's a bit. That's what the Danhausen thing to me is like. It's like, oh, that was cool, the mannequin challenge, but now everyone's doing it, and I don't like it anymore. I think that's kind of Danhausen. But I said this yesterday too. I don't think it matters, and the reason why it matters is because as long as it makes money, and Danhausen is making money hand over fist for WWE right now, I don't think they care. Look at all that stuff they're merchandising. You know, they got the cars, they got the money, they got the face paint, they got the masks, they've got the action figure sets, the t-shirts, the catchphrases. I mean, like someone mentioned, they'll probably make like a cartoon. I wouldn't even be shocked if Netflix, as much as the segment sucked, I wouldn't be shocked if maybe Netflix makes some kind of animated feature of him. So, yeah, not for me, but it's certainly for someone. And just listen to the commentary from WWE Radio. If you haven't already clicked the like button, be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to WrestleNews365. As we're just seeing. Oh, good grief. Michael Cole doing a Booker T impression. Well, coming up next, Intercontinental Championship is on the line. It's our penultimate match of the evening. It is for the Intercontinental Championship. It is Chad Gable challenging for his first ever singles championship in WWE, or trying to win, rather, his first singles championship in WWE. He's challenged multiple times before, hasn't he? And he challenged Penta. I think that Gable wins. And I'm not going to lie, this show needs something. Outside that opening match, which was fun, and obviously exciting with Kevin Owens coming back, the show's not been much to write home about whatsoever, has it? Let's be honest. The US title match could have been a SmackDown main event. Lil Yachty messed up near enough every spot he was involved in. The women's title ladder match, it felt like it didn't really click. Obviously, great ending with Chelsea Green winning it, but I'm not super keen on the whole interim thing anyway. And them playing it up like, oh, it's such a massive moment for Chelsea Green here. You go, well, it is, but she's not, but like, not really, because she's not really the champ. But there's just kind of that there. And the match itself wasn't great. The human money thing, less said about, honestly, the better. Oh my God. So I think we're now hoping, and I am kind of expecting, we've got 2 matches, this Intercontinental Championship match, your co-main events, main events, or whatever you want to call it. These are the 2 matches I think people are looking really forward to tonight. These are the 2 ones that people are expecting to deliver. Gable against Penta, if they get time, which they should. There's no reason they shouldn't. And then that main event, Roman Reigns' entrance alone is going to probably last 10 minutes. That one, right? And Seth will get a special entrance. And it's a bloodline thing. There's going to be shenanigans, interference. We'll see the Usos. We'll see Jacob Fatu. We'll probably see Solo Sikoa. Maybe we'll see a debut or a return or something along those lines. So we're waiting for the final 2 matches to, I think, really save this second night because... not this second one. Night 1 was like I said earlier on, I think pretty good, but night 2 so far, you could tell by, to be honest, someone said it in the chat earlier on, and I touched on it too, that you just looked at the cards for both nights, didn't you? And went, yeah, this night 2 card's not really that, but it could be saved by, a good main event or a couple of good final matches, which is now really the space it finds itself in, isn't it? As we will be back from commercial in 1 minute 20 seconds. Because, yes, we do live in the day and age of adverts during premium live events, which you pay for. Honestly, how ridiculous. How absolutely ridiculous. But if you are just tuning in, you have missed some newsworthy stuff. Kevin Owens is back on WWE television. He made his return in the opening match of the show. The number 1 contenders match was turned from Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn into a fatal 4-way. Gunther was added, but also was a returning Kevin Owens. He wins after pinning Sami Zayn with the stunner, and now he's the number 1 contender for CM Punk's WWE Championship. When we're back from commercial, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line, as you can see right here, as Penta defends the IC title against Chad Gable in his home hometown, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Of course, Gable, very well known in Minneapolis, Olympian, represented his country at Olympic level, collegiate All-American wrestler. As we'll be back in 10 seconds from commercial. I can turn my sound back on because dealing with that horrible advert music is going to be the death of me, I swear. Look at that. Brock Lesnar with the F5 to the Shark 2003. That's when we had an Elimination Chamber at SummerSlam. I had that one on VHS. I was Goldberg inside the chamber. Triple H in his black shorts because he had his groin injury at the time. Everyone thought Goldberg was going to win, but he didn't. As the Bloodline in 2021. It's when Roman Reigns faced John Cena. Brock Lesnar returned. As we're now just getting an advert for WrestleMania next year in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. And because they know people are, going to be pissed off that it's in another country, they're doing a watch party. AAA Eternal Glory during WrestleMania weekend, and NXT Stand and Deliver. I wonder how well they'll do. I wonder how well they'll do. And it looks like AEW is going to run an event that weekend as well. Where and when, we don't really know. As we're outside the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as WWE promotes Club WWE. And we wait for this Intercontinental Championship match. Oh, it's the Killer Bees. Jim Brunzell, B. Brian Blair. The Killer Bees. Rick the Model Martel. Oh, look at that. What a legend. Greg Gagne. Of course, he invented everything. Just ask him. Molly Holly. I love Minnesota, she says. Military spotlight. Look at him. Look at him go. Shane Trisco. Yeah, he's getting his moment, wasn't he? Good for him. Good for him. Minnesota's been waiting, according to Michael Cole. Chad Gable in his hometown, looking to win a title from Penta. And there is Chad Gable. I must say, I mean, Gable's music. Gable. Come on, Gable. This is the one. This is going to be your moment. So they're properly, look at that, they're properly going with the, you got the American flag. Minneapolis, Minnesota, he's wearing the colors of the Minnesota Vikings as well. There's his family. The question is how much time are they going to get? If it gets a lot of time, you have no doubts about Chad Gable's Gable getting the claps going. Pause. Big pause. Oh, it's too late. I'm not good at staying up late two nights in a row anymore. His entrance music is like the most 1980s cheesy straight to VHS movie theme song, isn't it? Like proper like workout montage. But there's no way I can win at WrestleMania. You can if you work hard. And it's like Gable. And he's doing the weights in the gym. Headband on. That's what it's like. Oh, here's his opponent this evening. And he's not just any opponent. He's the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Zero Miedo indeed. What a revelation he's been since signing for WWE Penta. So many people forgot prior to him signing with WWE, because obviously he'd been used as a tag team guy in AEW for the longest time, that he'd had huge success as a singles talent for a long time. $153 days as Intercontinental Champion, 10th title defense. And, of course, defeated Chad Gable in his WWE in-ring debut last year. Debut. He's 2-0 against Chad Gable. Yeah, there's no Liv Morgan situations here where it's 100 days, no title defense. 150 days, 10 of them. He's a defending champion. Hopefully this match can deliver, because frankly this show needs it, because so far, I mean, let's not dress it up. So far this show's actually really sucked. It's been really poor. I mean, the opening match was good, not super long, but good, you know, and it wasn't going to be super long. Kevin Owens' first match back, but aside from that, it's really been pretty trash, hasn't it? But I think we're looking at maybe 2 matches to, say, save the show, but elevate. Maybe that's a better way of phrasing it. To elevate this show. Could someone say maybe can it be saved? Well, that crowd looks firmly sat down on there. Not excited, doesn't it? Oh. I mean, they're doing an ad read, so for the international people that don't see the ad, we just see a crowd that just is sat there looking, you know, very, looking very, not bored, but just flat. I like Penta's jacket, by the way, though. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Penta defending against Chad Gable. Of course, the Intercontinental Championship. Deep history with the biggest event of the summer. As we wait for the ref, ring the bell, and we are underway. Intercontinental title on the line. Penta defends against Chad Gable. Gable, never has he won a singles title during his WWE career. And he's been around for a while now. Been in WWE over a decade. No singles title. Both men shake hands. Gable looks to walk away. Penta holds on and talks a bit of smack. Gable looks to be in absolutely phenomenal shape. Not that he, you know, never is in good shape. He's always in fantastic condition. Now, Gable immediately goes after the ankle. I mean, he's kind of locked it in, to be fair. Oh, roll through. Roll through into a pin attempt. And Gable. Hurricane Runner by Penta. Whilst Gable's coming off huge momentum. He had that incredible mask versus mask match against Ludwig Kaiser, the person currently portraying El Grande Americano. Rolling kick by Gable. He was running in the corner, and a super kick by Penta. Inverted sling blade by the Intercontinental Champion. Oof, just caught. Oh. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication there, and Penta actually managed to adjust really, really well. As we're seeing a replay of that super kick by Penta. Flush kicks him square in the jaw. Crowd, as expected, chanting for Gable. Let's go Gable chants. Oof, what a chop. Penta maybe thinking another one. Penta driver. Oof. Gable manages to roll through. Oh, what a catch by Gable. Catches him. German suplex position. And still clasping the fingers. That's 2. Go for a third. 3. And with a bridge. 2. Penta kicks out. I mean, 3 German suplexes, doesn't break the clasp of his fingers, and then ends it with a bridge. It's just unbelievable athleticism. Again, The level of athleticism from Gable, former Olympian, he is just next level performer. Uh-oh, Penta trying to go for that backstabber. But Gable manages to fight it off. Gable, now he's gone into the corner. Gable, moonsault. It was a kick. I think it was it was a super kick by Penta on the way down. And Gable rolls the shoulder up. I wonder if they'll show this replay. Here we go. Oh, yeah, he did. But they didn't really catch it with the camera at the time. Penta's holding his knee. There you go. Step-up kick by Penta. Still to come, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. And Gable kick to the pair of boots to the gut. And there you go. Look at ankle lock. Penta rolls through and Gable over the top rope and to the outside. Penta, dive over the top. And he went up and over and he hung in the air for a while. And now he's landed, I think he landed on that Gable shoulder. Gable's holding the shoulder. Let's have a look. Oof, yeah. Yeah, he just literally just floats over that top rope. Nearly 5 minutes gone in this one. It's been a weird start, hasn't it? It's kind of maybe a couple of spots feel a little bit rushed, not totally clean, a little bit clunky. It feels like they're just trying to get going, get some consistency, some momentum. Oh, Penta driver. 1, 2. Ooh. Bloody hell. Penta driver in under 5 minutes. Because the crowd for as red hot as I thought they were going to be, they've actually been quite quiet so far. They're shockingly quiet. I think, I'm not going to lie here, I do feel like how poor the show has been so far has actually done damage to the crowd to an extent. I feel like the crowd needs sort of energizing. And that might come in the form of a sort of 20-minute Gable Penta match. Maybe that's what they got. They're going to have to work for it. They've got to they're going to have to work for it to try and get this crowd back on side. But if two people are capable of doing it, Penta and Gable are those two people. Open hand chop by Gable to Penta. Oh, another. And another. Look at these chops. It's turned into a slap fight. Oh, super kick by Penta to Gable. Oh, nice. Belly to belly throw by Gable to Penta. There's a cover. Penta kicks out, pushes Gable off. And Gable busted open. I don't know how and when that happened. But Gable has been, yeah, he's got a bit of blood on his head. Don't know when that specifically happened. Penta halfway across the ring. Oh, he went for... Oh, look at that. Beautiful transition. He went for that headbutt. And look at the transition by Penta. Now he's going to go for that arm snapper. Oh, the sacrifice on the already injured shoulder. Oof. Gable is... he's bleeding from the head. He's favoring now his shoulder. Referee checking on the challenger, Penta, who we haven't seen it much in WWE, but this guy's got a mean streak, by the way. He can be evil. He can be devious. He can be dark. He can be popular, but he can also be as ruthless as it needs to be. He says, I'm sorry. Oof. Mexican Destroyer. Maybe he's looking to put it away here. Mexican Destroyer. Oh, Gable catches him. No. Once again, rolling through. Rolling through another ankle lock. Ankle lock's locked in. Gable sent into the corner by Penta. Gable put on the top rope. Oh. Gable, now he's holding on to the arm. He's got a arm bar, but it's over the top rope, so he can't get a tap out. But he has helped injure his opponent, certainly. Blocked. Penta, kick to the gut. Springboard. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe he went for Mexican Destroyer on the apron. Blocked. Gable. Oh, German suplex on the apron by the Olympian. Yeah, nasty landing indeed. Wade Barrett says it perfectly. Referee doing the count. Gable moonsault. Oh, my word. I just feel like maybe I'd love to know if, like, time's been cut from this match, because I do feel like they are rushing spots. I feel like maybe that's why it's not clicking. Just because I feel like they're trying to just get a lot in. There you go. Diving headbutt. 2. It feels like they're trying to get maybe like, I don't know, 15 minutes worth of, or 20 minutes worth of spots into a 15-minute match. Maybe I'll be wrong with that one. Because Gable does this moonsault to the outside and gets right back up, getting back into the ring immediately. Couldn't really hook the tight pin because of the, I should show you. He's me. Remember, still to come, main event, World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns defends against Seth Rollins. And Gable is going to go for maybe superplex, he was thinking. Mexican Destroyer. Oh, that was horrid. Because he didn't go all the way over. Cover. Oof. Yeah, Penta went for a Mexican Destroyer on the apron, and they basically didn't come all the way over. Here we go. Yeah. He doesn't go all the way over, so it doesn't really do too much damage in the end. But yet again, another example of a match, it's just not clicking, is it? It's just not. It's been the whole show, really, hasn't it? Oh, Mexican Destroyer turns it into an ankle lock. Is this going to be the moment? Is this going to be the moment? Will Penta tap? Penta, he's crawling. But he's right in the middle of the ring. You're in a bad position here, Penta. He touched... Well, that should get broken, technically, but he touched the ropes. Oh, he's great. Oh, he tapped out. He tapped out. Wow, that was quick. What do we think of that finish? That finish came out of nowhere. And technically, I don't know, he should break the hold. Am I going crazy here? Like, technically, he should break the hold. He touched the ropes. But in just over 11 minutes, Chad Gable wins the WWE Intercontinental Championship. After years of near misses, as Michael Cole says, Gable has finally done it. This is the, that was that Mexican Destroyer that didn't really pay off. Get your star ratings in. So I mentioned I felt it was rushed. I would probably revise my thing and say it was probably, it looked like it felt to me like 15 minutes worth of spots into a 10-minute match. I feel like people's times has been cut or something like that. Because I expected more, and I think they should have got more time. Just over 10 minutes. Yeah. Not a lot to write home about. I'd probably give it about, I don't know, 3 stars, something like that. Penta's taking the championship away from him. Penta's putting the Intercontinental Championship on Chad Gable. Well, look, I'm absolutely thrilled for him. No doubt about that. Absolutely thrilled for Chad Gable. Clearly, very, very happy for him. But I would also say I look at the US title match, flat, nothing really much to say. The women's title ladder match was safe. The Dom Danhausen match, I don't even know if you can judge any of that. That IC title match was fine, but I just expected that to be way better, way longer, just about 10 minutes. And the finish kind of came out of nowhere. And even for to be honest, I think from their capabilities and expectations, I think they would want to and expect to deliver more and get more time. The only thing that says to me is that this main event's going on for ages. They are Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, that whole thing, we're going for an hour, folks. I mean, look, it's 1:05. That thing is going to go for like 55 minutes, 20 of which will be entrances. I'm telling you. Crowd chants, you deserve it for Chad Gable. What will the new Intercontinental Champion have to say? His name is Chad Gable. He's born and raised and lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's talking about thanking his family. He's the Intercontinental Champion. And he celebrates with his family. And pyro goes off. Fiaz says, do you think The Rock will come back today? Probably not, honestly. Probably not. Then again, who's that? Oh, is this another sponsor thing? I thought it was going to be someone attacking him. No, it's another ad. Oh, it's a root beer. Oh god. Right, so again, why couldn't this match get an extra like 3 or 4 minutes of actual action and tell a story instead of, well, post match he's got to chug a root beer because it's got to be sponsored by root beer. Like, oh man, this company. It's like, well, we could do a big post-match thing where they're drinking like root beer and stuff like that, or we could have maybe an extra minute or two to the match, and you could have a good closing sequence. No, fuck that. Let's do the root beer. All right. Ugh, good grief. Well, at least look, coming up next, we're gonna have the World Heavyweight Championship main event. Roman Reigns is going to be defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins. How long it would take before we actually get to that match, your guess is truly as good as mine on that one. Because of how WWE pads out these shows. And the irony is, they pad out the shows. The matches have lasted like 10 minutes. Which is just insane, isn't it? But, yeah, and even now, look, they still got to plug the shows. This could have been all extra time. Got to plug the boxing fight as well. All extra time that, you know, could have actually gone into this match. Ugh. Back to the US Bank Stadium. Maybe we might have some wrestling breakout. You never know. World Heavyweight Championship match next. I would say the main event needs to save the show. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I genuinely don't even think it's possible. It's been a very, really, really, really poor night, hasn't it? Let's not dress it up. Night one had some really great matches, great opener, great WWE title match. Tonight, I mean, like the Chad Gable thing, don't get me wrong, the moment's great, but the match, I expected way more out of that match, I'm not going to lie. And I don't necessarily blame Gable and Penta too much, although I do think if they look at their own performances, they'd probably be a bit frustrated because they're capable of better. But yeah, they should have got way more time than they received. And then everything else has just been, wow, the best match so far of the night's got to be the opening match. You know, because of the KO return, but also because of the speed of it. But even though only that went 10 minutes, I mean, I can't recall a match that went a huge amount of time this evening. What's the longest match? The ladder match, maybe? Last night it was the Punk Cody match. They got like over half hour. But yeah, look so far. Look at these match times so far. I knew that it was something. And their times are way shorter than mine as well. But they've got the opening match, Kevin Owens winning in 8 minutes 30 seconds. Baron Corbin won the US title in 9 minutes 5 seconds. So that's under 10. Chelsea Green won the women's ladder match in just over 13 minutes. Danhausen defeated Dominic Mysterio in under 7 minutes. Chad Gable just defeated Penta by submission. I've got that at just over 11 minutes. By the numbers that these guys are pulling out here, I would say it's probably around sort of 10. So just think of this, folks. The amount of time this show has been on the air, streaming, the amount of time. And so far, and we don't even have real confirmation about the IC title match just yet, but so far, only one match has gone over 10 minutes. And that was a multi-person ladder match. Aside from that, it has been like your basic bog standard TV 10 minutes. You know, how much time we got? We're on Raw SmackDown. We've got 10. All right. Okay. You know?
Yeah!
Oof.
At Bobby G. McCarvley 102 super chatted £1.99. Night 2 could have been an email.
Yeah. Forget that. Could have been a fax. Or a smoke signal or something. Or bottling and thrown into the ocean. With a little note in it. Yeah, so far, not so much. And the main event is a main event angle where the whole debate is, do they really need to keep going back to this? Isn't it? But seeing how, and also just knowing how Bloodline stuff gets produced and put together, seeing those match times, seeing that only one match was over 10 minutes, and most matches have been pretty hard, 10 or under, this match is getting a shit ton of time. Like, you know, the Roman Reigns classic of you'll get in the match, you'll maybe get 10 minutes of action, but it's a 30-minute match. There's a lot of rest spots. There's a lot of pandering to the crowd. There's a lot of talking to the crowd. There's a lot of waiting for the right moment. Then, you know, false finish, false finish, false finish, finish. That's usually how the Roman match goes. So including entrances, because the match itself will probably go 30. Including entrances, they're probably getting like 45 minutes. Most likely, aren't they? Which should be about right. So, yeah, they're getting a ridiculous amount of time. But SummerSlam, so far, genuinely, it feels like, doesn't it? Let's not lie here. SummerSlam Night 2 has been, well, if we do a second night, we'll make a lot of money. And you go, well, do you need to do a second night? No. Is it a case you got so many matches that you can't fit it onto one show? No, actually, not really. There's not that much overflow. We could have actually just done a really sort of long 4-hour show, 4-hour card, and that would have been more than enough. But 2 nights, you know, there's a lot of ad revenue. We could do that. There's Wingstop chairs to use here. You go, all right. Because I get, look, if you've got the matches for it, I have no issue with 2-night events and whatever. I get the whole, it can be overexposed, can be too much. But if you've got a card that's good enough for a 2-night event, then by all means. But if you don't, then you're in trouble, aren't you? then you're in big trouble. which kind of feels like is the case with this SummerSlam show. Oh, I'm moving this microphone. The microphone's going to go over here. I've got to, now that I've got this new setup, which I'm really happy with, by the way. I got a new desk, got a new microphone, got new lights, new graphics. I got a new like production system and everything. I'm very, very, very excited about it. But it's taken a while to build. But I need to move the desk. I'm going to move the desk a bit further that direction because I'm going to be standing up more during the season for United View games, which I actually like doing because you can move around a lot more and pace. Because I'm a proper fidget of sitting down. I'm always swinging on my chair and all that. So I'm going to move this back so we've got a bit more room. We're definitely going to get a Shield steel chair spot, aren't we, in this match? Of course we are going to get that. I mean, again, we're doing all of this stuff, right? We're doing... Now we got a Minnesota Viking, Justin Jefferson. So once again, the last like 10 minutes, could we have not shaved some of that into the Gable Penta match? Could we have not done that? It's time for the main event. He said, let's get it. I mean, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, we've got to have another cold video, of course. One day, I tell you what, the day we actually end up watching this main event will be tremendous. Will be tremendous for it. Big up to everyone that has stayed locked in this evening. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. We're only 4 subscribers away from 31,400. Like I said, we've got so many new subscribers last couple of weeks or so. So big up to everyone that is joining, getting involved for the first time. Remember, you can also become a member of the WN365 roster. There are 3 tiers: developmental, main roster, and Hall of Fame. We do daily news videos as well as countdown videos. New subscribers can pop up there as well, as you can see right there. Same with super chats. They get read out, as you would have seen throughout the stream. Big up to everyone that has put the super chats in. It's the best and most immediate way to share your opinion during watch-alongs or live streams, because sometimes that's the most difficult thing with watch-alongs and live streams is you're, particularly if you're watching something good, maybe not so much this evening, but if you're watching something good, or with the football it can be challenging. When super chats come in, you have to remember to keep on top of them, or like during any live show, that can be quite tough. That's why I'm not against TTS, even though they can be a bit annoying and stop-start the show. As we're seeing this video package highlighting the chronology, the history between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Of course, it goes back to the Shield, goes back to the betrayal. But not just that. Rollins was involved with Reigns dropping the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes, finishing the story. I mean, Reigns will retain tonight. I'd be really surprised if he didn't. But you never know. Although I'd be very surprised if he didn't. But like I said, you never know. So what's the over-under on how many Superman punches we get this evening? Or how many Shield references we get this evening? Because we're gonna get a steel chair shot to the back, aren't we? We're gonna get a steel chair shot to the back, and Roman falls onto the bottom rope. That's just inevitable. We're gonna get some Moxley references as well. We'll get a couple of dirty deeds, paradigm shifts. So what, Rollins probably enter first, I would think. Well, there's the Shield theme. Special entrance. I thought for a second Rollins had just got set on fire. For a second, I was like, holy shit. I thought we had a bit of an Undertaker incident. So the special entrance was the Shield music played, and then lots of fire came up, and then he walked out. Rollins has got his Shield mask on. I remember those Shield masks. Vince McMahon hated them. But yeah, Seth freaking Rollins, 8-2 career record at SummerSlam. Won the World Heavyweight Championship in technically the main event last year. And the mask is off. Yeah, metaphor for Seth Rollins' WWE character and career. It's funny, those Shield masks, of course, they started wearing them in and around WrestleMania 30, I think it was. Everyone thought, oh, they're so cool. Look at those masks that the Shield are wearing. They're so cool. I want to get those masks. They're really cool. Vince McMahon at the time went, absolutely not. They're covering the face. The face is the most important thing. They can't use them. I was like, okay. It's kind of typical Vince McMahon. Fans like something, so he just goes, no, you can't have that. All right. As Seth Rollins is in the ring, we get yet another advert. Or some kind of sponsorship thing. As we await Rollins to complete his entrance, and then we will have the entrance of the World Heavyweight Champion. Got that gear by currently being worn by Seth Rollins. I mean, it would be Seth Rollins without being some very loud gear, would it? Crowd chants for the OTC. The OTC, the Tribal Chief, the World Heavyweight Champion. It does feel like the next step in whatever Bloodline saga or chapter, whatever this Bloodline stuff is. Bloodline whatever. Oh, don't start that chant. Rollins is looking confused. He's frowning. He's looking pensive. What's he looking confused about? Is he just confused because Roman's taking a while? I'm so glad he went back to the old theme, because the other theme was not it. That was not it. And also that OTC logo is terrible, isn't it? It's a terrible logo. Here we wait for the entrance. There he is. The Tribal Chief, the head of the table. In God mode, the World Heavyweight Champion himself, Roman Reigns. Not flanked by anyone. Of course, he does have a bloodline that's more intact with the Usos, Jacob Fatu. No Solo Sikoa. But no backup this evening yet. That's probably the important thing to say, isn't it? Yet. One's in the chat. As Reigns holds up the World Heavyweight Championship. As we're 9 likes away from 150 likes. Reigns wearing the Ulafala. Rollins barely taking his eye off his opponent. He remains fixed on Roman Reigns. "105 days as World Heavyweight Champion, 11 WrestleMania main events. Most in WWE history. That is Roman Reigns. The man for the big occasion, the man for the big moment. Dependable, bankable. You put him in the big spots, and he swings for the fence and hits home runs. That's what he does. That's why the belt's back on him. That's why the bloodline's back to being rebuilt, because WWE don't have any other ideas. They're like, damn, we've creatively, we've run out of juice. Let's go back to what was working, and that's Roman as champ, bloodline in tow, and we'll make it bloodline version 2.0, which is what they're doing. Yeah, this one's definitely getting time, isn't it? Definitely getting a lot of time. Reigns raises the title once again. Pyro goes off. And now, a minute ago, Rollins couldn't take his eyes off Roman. Now he's turned his back on him. And he's got a smirk on his face, almost like he's got a plan. They're peeking behind him, peeking over his shoulder. And maybe Rollins does have a plan. Rollins has still got that shield mask. He's trying to show it to Roman Reigns. Reigns has seen it. Reigns doesn't look too bothered. Yet, anyway. Remains to be seen how bothered he truly is. As we're 9 likes away from 150 likes, 160 people watching right now. If you haven't already, click that like button. Ring introductions just about to begin for our main event. World Heavyweight title on the line. Roman Reigns defending against Seth Rollins. Rollins holds the advantage in terms of singles victories in WWE. The crowd, they're chanting for the OTC. Reigns is just drinking it in. But we're also hearing some of the fans singing Seth Rollins' song. The ref's in the ring. Alicia Taylor's in the ring. No ring introductions just yet because WWE is clearly taking their time on this one. And actually, the chants of OTC have now been drowned out by fans serenading Seth with his entrance theme. And maybe going to be a indicator of where this match is going to go. It starts with Roman, but it ends with Rollins. Alicia Taylor with the introductions. Someone in the crowd's got a where is Dean Ambrose sign. I don't know where Dean Ambrose is anymore. That person no longer exists, I don't think. There is the challenger from Davenport, Iowa. Seth freaking Rollins. Of course, never lost this World Heavyweight Championship. He was forced to vacate it after injuring his shoulder against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel last year. This is his opportunity to get the belt back he never lost. To get the belt back that he won at SummerSlam last year. And now the ring introduction for the champ from Pensacola, Florida. Weighing 260 pounds. 65 pounds, excuse me. The OTC, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the World Heavyweight Champion himself, Roman Reigns. Only 5 likes away from 150 likes, by the way, folks. As Alicia Taylor exits the ring, the referee requests the World Heavyweight title from Roman Reigns. Referee Sean Bennett will be in charge. As he raises the world title. And we wait for the bell to ring as the SummerSlam main event is set to begin. And SummerSlam 2026 is set to conclude as well. Rollins removes the robe. I thought for a second Rollins had a sort of white shield jacket on, but he doesn't. Bell rings, we are underway. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, look, it's a white tactical vest, reminiscent of the Shield. 1 like away from 150 likes. Big up to everyone who has clicked the like button. Much appreciated. Same to everyone who has subscribed. We are over 31,400 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. Next stop, 50K. And reminder, more watch-alongs coming up. We had to miss AEW Redemption because of some production issues, but we've got some really exciting stuff coming up. I'm really, really proud of what we've been able to achieve here on the channel and where we're going. I'm really excited for the rest of the year. I know that's very streamer. Every streamer says that, but I'm really excited. So it's going to be a really great year. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. As we are over 60 seconds into this one. No contact just yet. And Rahul says, United View later on. You kidding me? I got to get some sleep. Flex will be live, though, this in the morning. It'll be all set up. Now, they haven't explicitly said this is like a last time ever meeting because, you know, frankly, WWE won't be able to help themselves. But they are sort of playing us up like a bit of a end of a chapter kind of thing. Collar and elbow tie-up between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Reigns backs Rollins up into the corner. Bit of a clean break in the corner. I say a clean break. A bit of a shove by Roman Reigns, who looks to be in absolutely phenomenal shape, by the way, Roman Reigns. Another collar and elbow tie-up. And Seth Rollins this time manages to get Roman into the corner. Slaps him on the back of the head. And a bit of spooky fingers. Shades of the late Scott Hall. I mean, you weren't a 90s kid if you weren't watching the NWO or DX and doing spooky fingers to people at school the next day. I know I was. Side headlock by Seth Rollins. Oh, shoulder tackle by Reigns. Sends Rollins down. Reigns Point the ones to the sky, hits the ropes. Jump over. Leapfrog by Rollins. And another side headlock by Roman Reigns. Oh, no. Rollins gets a side headlock of his own. Jumps over Reigns. Leapfrog by Roman. Oh, he went for an elbow. Rollins steps over. And there's a sling blade by Seth Rollins. And it's Seth Rollins with a little bit of an advantage. And now Roman Reigns looks a little bit frustrated or pensive. Like I said, it's going to be a classic Roman Reigns main event match, which is this. It is do a spot and then do a lot of crowd work, a lot of, you know, doing all that kind of stuff. Then Roman, like he's doing now, he'll try and up the pace a little bit. Try and up the pace. And then maybe slow it back down. There's a chop by Rollins. Another. Punches in the corner. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rollins pushed off by Reigns. And a big clothesline by Roman Reigns. There's another. Irish whip reversed by Seth. Reigns goes for that big clothesline. Kick right to the knee. And another one right off the top of the forehead. And again, Seth Rollins. And certainly the story they're trying to keep putting across on commentary at the moment is that Seth Rollins has got Reigns covered. He's in the head. This is the one puzzle that Roman Reigns can't solve. Even though Roman Reigns has solved him a couple of times. Oh, Rollins went for a splash in the corner. And there is that big clothesline by the World Heavyweight Champion. Now Roman continue with these corner clotheslines. Vintage, as Michael Cole would say. Vintage. Vintage. Vintage, Michael. 10 clotheslines. Hits the ropes. There's a big boot by the Tribal Chief. Reigns maybe thinking Superman punch. Yep, I think he is. Locked and loaded Superman punch attempt. Goes for it. Caught by Rollins. Discus forearm. Hits the ropes. Clothesline. Sends Roman over the top rope to the floor. I think Rollins is going to maybe be thinking suicide dive. Rollins hits the ropes. Suicide dive. Oof. Drives Reigns back first. Or really kidney first into the barricade. Here's another. And yeah, it's a suicide dive. But if anything, it's more of like a push. Instead of using yourself as a weapon, you're using yourself actually just to push. Oof. This time sends Roman into the announce table. Wow, Seth Rollins certainly in total control so far, isn't he? Big up to everyone who did click the like button, by the way. We're over 150 likes. Currently 182 people watching, which is amazing. We're 7 minutes into this World Heavyweight Championship main event between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And I say 7 minutes because this is a Roman Reigns main event with the World Championship on the line, which usually means we're getting a lot of time. Reminder, last night's match between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk went over 30 minutes, and that's not including entrances. Oh, Rollins was going for another suicide dive, and that's a big uppercut by Roman. Oh, and a drive-by by Reigns as well. Some chance. The crowd was that quiet that they had like 2 or 3 people chanting OTC. So Roman literally pointed at them in the crowd as if to say, yes, yes, make noise. I apologize for my colleagues that we've laid a complete egg for this show tonight. And we followed last night's pretty good opening night of SummerSlam with a terrible night of SummerSlam. But let's brawl into the crowd and get this crowd up and going. Exactly, Justin. Why is there wrestling in the middle of my ads? Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns brawling through the crowd at the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Right hand by Rollins. Right hand by Roman trading back. Oof. Imagine that. You get your ticket to watch SummerSlam. You're in a point where you got a decent seat, but you're, in the middle of it in the stadium. And next thing you know, Reigns and Rollins, they're fighting in the crowd. Rollins with an elbow to the gut of Reigns. Oh, and Rollins just using that stanchion to the midsection. Clearly the referee doing the Attitude Era explanation of, well, it's a championship match, main event at SummerSlam, leeway. The referee showing a lot of leeway. There you go, Wade Barrett showing a lot of leeway. Just let him fight. Oh, suplex on the floor. And this is why, again, tribalism within pro wrestling is so dumb, because, those that will critique this and say, look, makes no sense. Same thing happens in AEW. Same thing happens in WWE. Both companies do the same shit. It, really doesn't matter. Reigns, oof. Reigns was going for a spear. It looked like Rollins just kicked him in the chest to stop it. Rollins, springboard knee. High knee to the side of the head of Roman Reigns on the outside of the ring. Springboard off the barricade, actually. So we are over 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes into this one. Seth Rollins largely been in control. They've just fought all over the stadium. Referee, he is actually, I guess, doing a count now, which is kind of hilarious considering he just let them fight through the crowd for 3 or 4 minutes. Now he's trying to enforce a count. Ugh. But Reigns is up against the barricade. Rollins, you're not going to spear him through the barricade. Surely not. Oh, he went for a spear. Guillotine. Front face lock. Powerbomb. The hell is this? Powerbomb. Powerbomb through the announce table. And I tell you what, the crowd has just exploded, by the way. The crowd like that. To the point that I almost don't believe that was real crowd noise. They were that loud. They were. The crowd loved it. The crowd just absolutely loved that spot. It was Rollins going for a spear through the barricade. Reigns catches him, front face lock, transitions it into a powerbomb, bang through the announce table. Well, hopefully that got a bit of, something going into this one. Rollins is down in a pile. Reigns is now mocking him, saying he played high school football. And now Reigns is actually clearing off the equipment on the second announce table. The announce table that's the one for Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. I mean, we're getting this weird sort of crossover of the Spanish announcers as well. Oh, no, Reigns. Maybe Reigns going to go through the Rollins powerbomb. Oh, and now Roman Reigns has just gone through the announce table. Two men, both powerbomb through announce tables in a matter of seconds. Rollins through the announce table of the Spanish announcers. Reigns through the announce table of the English commentary announcers. And a powerbomb apiece. Look at this. Bang. One thing's for certain. These new announce tables, they don't have to make a noise when they break. They explode, don't they? And look at that ringside area. There is just wreckage everywhere. Looks like a demolition derby's happened at ringside there. Look at it. It's there's lights flickering. There's cables. There's equipment. Wade Barrett's doing commentary from practically inside the crowd. All right, count of... Now the referee's decided to do a count, by the way. Count of 7, though. 8. Both men still down on the outside of the ring. Rollins is close. 9. Not that Rollins getting in the ring will do anything for him. Oh, Reigns gets in. I don't know why. Could have stayed out. But a pedigree by Seth Rollins. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, I'll tell you what, Roman waited to the very last second to roll his shoulder up there. Oof. I mean, the very last second. Take a look at this. Pedigree. Reigns had barely got back to his feet anyway. It wasn't the best cover maybe from Rollins, which protects him. Crowd chant, this is awesome. Well, it's easily been match of the night. Not that that was difficult. Me wrestling with my chair would probably get match of the night with some of the action we've seen. But at least it gives the crowd something. Something. It gives the crowd something to hang on to. Rollins may be thinking of the stomp. Superman punch. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, Rollins rolls the shoulder up. You can see them trying to sort of rapidly rebuild things at ringside. As we just see this replay. Rollins. Boom. King of the Indies is on the count with the 1 Superman punch. Is that one successful one? I feel like he's gone for another one. 1 successful Superman punch. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We got the Wile E. Coyote camera, as Jerry Lawler would call it, above the ring. World Heavyweight Championship just comes into focus. Reigns, he's on his knees. Rollins, still down on his back. I should say this is a match happening. For those that aren't watching the match, they'd be thinking, what on earth is he watching? If he says that. But Reigns is firing up. He's getting the crowd going. That Minneapolis crowd at US Bank Stadium. Setting up for the spear. Leapfrog. Misses. Uh-oh. Stop. This might be it. Shoots the half. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, Roman kicks out. I mean, not only did he cover him, he hooked both legs. It looked like Reigns was in trouble. Look at this. Goes for the spear, leapfrog, eats that middle turnbuckle, crawls into the middle of the ring. There's your stomp. It's won Rollins world titles in the past. He hooks both legs tight. And somehow, someway, Roman Reigns kicks out. And so now another reset. This time it's Rollins looking confused. Rollins looking desperate. Rollins looking over at his opponent going, what do I need to do? What move is it going to take? Rollins getting Reigns up on the shoulder. I thought he was thinking GTS for a second. Shocking that, by the way, no bloodline interference either just yet. 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 Must be heavy emphasis on the yet. Right, maybe superplex or Falcon Arrow, I think. Maybe Rollins is thinking. I think he's maybe thinking superplex into the Falcon Arrow. But Reigns, he's got that grip on that top rope. So he's blocking Rollins from being able to hit the superplex portion of the Falcon Arrow. Rollins hooks Roman's going to go for the superplex. Yep. Superplex. Rolls through. Oh, Roman transitions into a guillotine. It looked like he was going to transition into the Falcon Arrow. And I tell you what, he's got that cinched in. Really cinched in. It's locked in very deep. You're right, Wade Barrett. The difficult thing is can't really see Rollins' hand. One arm sort of round his Reigns' back. The other one that he would tap with his right hand is up in the air. Ah, look at that. Reigns cinches it in. Like a constrictor. No way. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? Oh, here we go. He's trying to roll through. He just needs to try and roll again. If he can roll again, maybe. He's trying to fight. He's trying to fight. He's ripping his hair out. No way is he going to try and get back to his feet. It'd be an unbelievable feat of strength, this would be. Rollins, remember, he's got surgically repaired knees, repaired shoulders. Oh, he tried to do it all in one. He couldn't, but it's still impressive. Oh, spear! That'll be it. 1, 2. Oh, Seth Rollins kicks out. It's still going. It's still going. I told you this one was gonna get time. This one was gonna get time. This isn't gonna be a... That's one finish apiece now. One stomp, one spear. It's gonna take more than that. It's gonna take more than that. Big up to everyone that's tuning in. We've got 225 people watching. We're at 167 likes. If you haven't already, click that like button. Reigns is talking all kinds of smack. Reigns says he's the one. That Reigns is the one. Rollins is the two, is what he's saying at the moment. Reigns looking at that right hand to Seth Rollins. This is the Roman Reigns smack-talking portion of the match. I mentioned that Reigns has got the formula for his main events, one of which is the sort of smack-talking portion of it. That's what he does. And Reigns, these right hands. But they're talking about how, in the past, that's how he sort of got himself into trouble against Seth Rollins. Is the red mist. But this match closing in on 22 minutes. Uh-oh. Super spear. Oh, spear from Rollins. Reigns was going for a super spear. Rollins with a spear of his own. Cover. 2. Oh, Reigns rolls the shoulder up at the last possible second. And the crowd literally exploded. When Reigns rolled his shoulder up, you heard this woman in the crowd just like shriek. The crowd literally went quiet and just... Look at this. There's the spear. And Reigns... I tell you what, this is a skill as well. Rolling your shoulder at the last possible second. Oh. Did you hear that? You heard it like a shriek. And look, this match is a fantastic match. I don't know if it saves the whole night too, but it's certainly carrying it. And it needed to. Lord knows it needed to, because this show tonight has been the drizzling shits. Rollins has just got bleeped because he's cussing out Roman. Rollins is saying the only reason you're number one is because they make you number one. And now Rollins is going to say he's going to take it from Roman. picking up the World Heavyweight Champion by his hair. Rollins. Thinking buckle bomb, I think. Middle of the ring. Buckle bomb. Oh, buckle bomb to Roman Reigns. Stomp. Nope, moves out of the way. Oh, went for a roll up. No. Reigns. Powerbomb his zone. Powerbomb into the corner. Oh, no. Here we go. Stomp by Roman Reigns. Buckle bomb and stomp by Roman. 1, 2. Oh, Rollins kicks out. Rollins is still alive. And they've got that crowd right there, folks. They've got that crowd right there. What am I pointing to? I'm pointing to the palm of the hand. These two guys are rocking it in the US Bank Stadium right now. The drizzling shits of a show. And this main event is doing everything they can to try and salvage this shit show of a second night of a PLE. And I tell you what, chemistry is just unmatched. And Rollins, when he rolls that shoulder up there, yeah, he rolls the shoulder up, but he also knows, like, we got him. We got him. He's like, we got him. I know we got him. What a match. Love that camera angle from WWE there. That was awesome. Chance of this is awesome. Chance of OTC. Seth Rollins says, this is the part where the bloodline come down and jump me. That's what he's saying. He's saying, oh, what, they're going to start interfering? Rollins, Reigns says... He says, it's only me and you. Reigns, I said MF, was that in reference to Mox? I think it was. They are literally cussing each other out. They are dropping F-bombs like crazy. So they're saying no bloodline interference. We'll see about that again. We're getting boos and yes. I tell you what, this crowd is going insane. This crowd is rocking. Reigns and Rollins tee it off. The US Bank Stadium, I'm not sure there is anybody sat down right now. Nearly 26 minutes into an absolute SummerSlam classic. Big uppercut by... Oh, ref's gone down. Here we go. Here we go. I thought no bloodline interference. Uppercut. Ah, shades of Mox. Yeah. Yeah. Dean Ambrose. Yep, Michael Cole just said it. Dean Ambrose, lunatic fringe. I mentioned Dirty Deeds. Dirty Deeds. Roman Reigns. Dirty Deeds. So we got the Shield references. We got the stomps. We got Superman punches. We got Dirty Deeds. Oh, spear, but he speared the ref. Oh, the ref's really down now. And a stomp by Rollins to Reigns. Everybody's down. Now, what kind of shenanigans are we getting now? What happens now? Is this like solo? Here, what are we getting? What happens? Something's got to happen now, isn't it? Rollins, he's in the corner. He's trying to pull himself back up. Reigns is down. The ref, I think he's down in two separate pieces. He's been cut in half like a magician's trick. Rollins is dropping all kinds of F-bombs during this match. Half the match has been censored or muted by Netflix. This has been Rollins throughout the whole match. I'm telling you right now, disgrace you have been. Roman Reigns, I tell you what you are. You are a stupid... with what you've become since we've broken from the Shield, you stupid mother... Stupid idiot. That's basically Seth Rollins this whole match. But Rollins, he's got a chair. This was the weapon that started this 12 years ago. I mentioned if we were going to get this, the chair shot, Reigns over the bottom rope. As George Lucas said, it's like poetry. It has to rhyme. Maybe this time he decides not to do it. Let's have a look. Is he going to hit him with a chair? Reigns saw it coming. He saw it coming. There was a bit of a hesitation, perhaps, by Seth Rollins. And now maybe Reigns is going to pick up the chair. Is it the Wingstop chair, though? That's the important thing. Not only are you being hit with a chair, you're being hit with a Wingstop chair. You get that logo tattooed on your back for life. It's like a brand. You've been winged. Or you've been stopped. Oh, it's not a Wingstop chair. Good. Good. Is this going to be his Roman Reigns moment? Rollins is waiting there long enough. Just do it. Reigns refuses. He's not going to. Maybe it's what Rollins wanted. Reigns shedding the obsession. He says we're going to end this mano a mano. Then why the ref? Then why is the ref? Why did they do the ref bump then? Was it just for that? Or are we still going to get shenanigans? Someone do a low blow. Because the ref is still down after all. And here we go. It's just turned into a fight in the middle of the ring. Remember, World Heavyweight title is still on the line. Well, they are really laying in these forearms, aren't they? Now it's just a war of attrition. Who is just going to left? They've kind of punched each other out. They're both still on their feet. Now just trading these big, big shots. There's one from Rollins. Big forearm by Roman Reigns. Boos and yeahs. As we are now over 30 minutes in this match. 31 minutes this one has been going. I mean, talk about unbelievable shape, stamina, storytelling. And look at Seth Rollins just slapping Roman in the face. Oh, what a headbutt. You do not want to deal with a Samoan headbutt. Kick to the gut by Rollins. Now these Kawada kicks. And a big uppercut by Roman again. Remember, the ref is still down. Superman punch. That's two. King of the Indies. Seth. No sells it. Oh, pedigree. He went for a spear. He went for a spear. He turned it into a pedigree. Is this going to be Seth's moment? Is this going to be the moment for the stomp? Stomp? No. Roman, I say ducked. He just kind of collapsed. There is the stomp. Uh-oh. Super stomp from the second rope, I think. Super stomp from the top rope. This is where you're going to hurt your ankle or your knee. All rolls through. A spear! Still no ref, though. Oh, super spear. Super spear with added momentum. There's still no ref. Remember, you literally just destroyed him earlier on. You cut him in half with the Roman Reigns spear. So are we still getting shenanigans? He said no bloodline. Like, where do they go? Do we get a new ref? Can we get a new ref? Roman maybe going to finish him off. A third spear. Oh, there's the ref. Well, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins. I laugh because the ref just suddenly fucking woke up. A third spear. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll get back in the ring. He couldn't have got in the ring quick enough. Oh, I tell you what, if I'm Triple H, yeah, when that ref comes back through the curtain, I'm chewing him out going, mate, you take your fucking time getting in that ring. You sell that shit. You've been down the outside of the ring for like 10 minutes. Like, what, suddenly? When did you eat your spinach and you woke up? What the hell happened there? What, did they revive you like they were playing Call of Duty? That's all right. Count 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do the Earl Hebner slow count. The 1, 2, even like half pass out again. 3, not. Don't run in like you've just woke up and you realised you were meant to be at work 10 minutes ago. Oh shit! I knew I was meant to be doing something. I'm refereeing SummerSlam main event. Well, Roman Reigns is victorious. Seth Rollins is laid out in the background. But it was no bloodline. No bloodline, no interference. And Roman Reigns lifts his World Heavyweight Championship up to the sky. I mean, it must be said, an absolutely incredible match. A match that goes nearly 35 minutes. An absolutely sensational SummerSlam main event. I mean, which is no shock. I mean, the chemistry those guys have with the amount of time they've known each other, worked together, the story that's in there. And also, after just a really shitty show, I think they could have gone out there and done only half the spots and they'd have got still an incredible reaction. But they went out there and they rocked it. They absolutely rocked it. I think most people expected Roman Reigns to win. I don't think anyone expected Reigns not to win. But still, it was a phenomenal match. He's tied up all loose ends. That's what Michael Cole said. Got Michael Cole, all the skeletons in his closet? Really? Michael Cole's being very, very absolute, isn't he? He's exorcised all the demons. They're all gone. There's nobody left. Nobody left at all. So Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are just staring at each other now. They're both sat down in the opposite corners of the ring from each other. Literally sat down up against the bottom turnbuckle on either side of the ring. Rollins is trying to kind of gather his thoughts. Likewise, his Reigns. Reigns up to his feet. I think he's going to offer a hand. Oh, look at that. He's got the fist. He's got the fist. Shades of the Shield. He's putting out the fist. Rollins, he's got the shield mask. Puts the shield mask down. And look at that. What an image that is. To close out SummerSlam. Roman Reigns is still and now look at now he's just talking to the NFL players at ringside. Talking about going to the playoffs and shit. Already seeing the streams of people leaving the stadium. The question is also, what next for Seth Rollins, right? What next for Seth Rollins? What next for Roman Reigns? Who does he face off against next? Reigns holding that shield mask. And no cliffhanger or anything like that. Roman Reigns simply retains and that's it. Interesting. What do we make of it all? Well, we're going to be discussing it. We'll be discussing it on the post show in a matter of minutes. By the way, guys, we'll be discussing it in a matter of minutes. We'll be discussing what was, let's be honest, a really, really bad night 2 of SummerSlam. I don't like using the phrase like, oh, this was saved, this match saved it, because I don't know if things should really be looked at like that. Certainly a main event that delivered. That's probably the fairer way of saying it. A main event that absolutely delivered and then some. An overall weekend that was a good first night, a second night that was really, really poor, but then a fantastic main event. One of the best SummerSlam main events, probably. And now a discussion of where does WWE go next? I'm sure Triple H will do his standard. You know, we're entering into a new era. You know, we're entering into a new era. This is what we do. The narrative just changed, except, you know what I mean, the Triple H buzzwords. So we'll be discussing all of that in the post show. So be sure to join us. Appreciate everyone tuning in, and I'll be with you in a few minutes. I'm out of here. Peace.